even keep looking over my shoulder. I gotta watch my back. Oh, she egged me. Oh, shit all over my Rip Hamilton jersey. Go get me a towel. Y'all didn't know. Y'all.
You fucking owners have handled Judge, gentlemen, retired? Come on! He should have been fired before the fucking season! Joe Judge, quarterback sneak on not one, but 2 times from the fucking 5-yard line!
And we're talking echelon where it's going to be Yankees first, Giants second, Jets third, Mets last.
No!
Wait a minute. It's Yankees first. It's Yankees first.
Okay.
Giants second.
Okay.
Knicks third.
No!
Jets fourth. Mets fifth. Oh, wait a minute. The Nets bit their mouth when they found out he was leaving. Maybe it was girl number 25 that didn't mind doing it.
I'll just put it this way. It's way bigger than Nino Brown, a.k.a. Deshaun Watson. This is way bigger than him.
Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
That's why he got off, because it's bigger than him and there's bigger people implicated in this.
I think it's going to come to maybe 5 years down the line, and then Cleveland going to crumble.
Hey, welcome to the Venom and Smoke Show. I'm your host, Mo Young, kicking it to you live on this Friday. Let's bring in the hater. Thank Doc Mission in action again. So we make us bigger. Don't like this small, the small look. Oh man, there we go. We bigger. We back this Friday. Before we get into the stuff, it's the 5th year anniversary on Sunday of Venom and Smoke podcast, man. So big ups.
Wow, 5 years.
5 years since COVID 2020. 5 years.
And what I came on a year after, right?
Yeah, about a year or two after, I think 2 years after. So this is your 3rd year, going into your 3rd year. And Izzy came in, I think, a year after we did it. And then Lala was a couple months after I started. So, Nasty was there from the beginning. And then he went to the woods and disappeared. But man, 5 years of great moments. We have moments on this show that, like some of the moments you see in the clips, like me getting egged by my wife.
That happened early in your podcast career, right?
Yeah, that happened like the first year. Nasty made a post on my page and saying if I get 1,000 comments and 100 likes, my wife has to egg me. That's what he put on there, and he made sure he got 1,000 comments. And then 100 people liked it, and then my wife came through. I'm wearing my Rip Hamilton jersey, and it's still staying to this day. I'm wearing my Rip Hamilton jersey, and splat right on my head. She cracked it on my head.
Damn, she should have waited for one of those Timu jerseys. Not no Rip.
That's before Timu, man. Before Timu existed, man. So I'm wearing the Rip jersey and splat on my head. Many of my craziest moments happen with my wife trying to get me off. Either me getting kicked in the face, the Glock,
the infamous Glock episode.
Yeah. So man, we had some great moments. So man, I'm like, here's the 5 more, man. I love it.
Oh, definitely. There's gonna be 5 more, and who knows, maybe even 10 more.
Yep. I'm hoping I retire doing this. I ain't watching SmackDown, but I know Triple H booking is some certified trash. Yeah, I'm not watching SmackDown either because we about to get into sports. So, yeah, that's what we about to do. So, you heard LeBron James's ring argument?
Yes.
And I would like to know your thoughts on rings don't matter now all of a sudden.
To me, when you get into any type of professional sport, whether it be basketball, whether it be football, you going in not for individual accolades, you're going in for to win championships.
Right.
So for him to say that championships don't matter or that you should engage somebody's, gauge somebody by their championships, it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you win championships is what makes you great.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. He mentioned, people like Dan Marino. Dan Marino individually was a beast. But as a team, as in like Miami Dolphins, the same thing with Charles Barkley and Allen Iverson, individually they were beasts, but their teams weren't championship material.
Well, I'll say this. He had great points until he started trying to name football players. First of all, Peyton Manning has 2 rings, not 1 ring. Peyton Manning has 2. He won one with the Broncos and he won one with the Colts. He has 2.
Yes.
So his point is eliminated right there. Because Peyton Manning is still thought of as one of the greatest quarterbacks. Some people, that's their GOAT, is Peyton Manning. Some people think Peyton Manning is the GOAT, and I can't. Peyton Manning was the best regular season quarterback I ever seen.
Yes.
That's it. And now, if you'd have used Drew Brees as an example, I'm like, well, Drew Brees is disrespected because he only has 1 championship. But he had every passing record. Do many people consider Drew Brees the GOAT? Because that's who LeBron James is Drew Brees.
So you're saying LeBron is Drew Brees?
Yes. Got every passing record. Got every record that you could imagine. But he lacks more. He only had was 1 championship, and LeBron has 4, but he lacking the championship to get into that GOAT conversation. You can't get in the GOAT conversation with 4 championships. No. There's too many people that have more than 4. Kobe has 5.
Okay, but then how can I get what you're saying. Then how can people say that Jordan is a GOAT over
No, what we're saying is this. It's like
some of these other players that had like 8, 9, 10 championships?
Well, most of them are the Celtics. What I'm saying is this, it's got to be your play. Your play must be GOAT level, and your championships must be GOAT level. You got to have 5 or more championships to be GOAT level to get in the GOAT club, I believe. 5 or more.
Listen, to me, you can't get swept.
That too. But the thing is this: you can't get swept in the finals at all. But I'm like, if you have 5 or more, you're in the GOAT tier. You're in the S tier. Because 5 championship is hard to get. 4, you can mess around and get 4. Because Steph Curry has 4. Is he considered the GOAT? Even though I think he's the GOAT of LeBron's generation, is Steph Curry because he's been dominating. So can you put LeBron even over Steph? Because they had similar success. And by the time Steph leaves, he's going to have the 3-point mark way out. Nobody's going to catch it.
I have to agree with you that Steph is the GOAT in LeBron's era.
They changed
I would have to agree with you on that.
Who changed the game? See, my thing of GOAT, if you're in the GOAT conversation, you change the game. Think about this. Jordan changed the game. Kareem changed the game. Some people think Wilt back in the day was the GOAT. He changed the game. How did LeBron change the game on the court? He didn't change it. You know who changed the game? Steph Curry. That's why they shoot all these damn threes. Let's see this. I hate LeBron James, but since he's on my leg, I can't bash him like I truly want to. You can bash him. Let's say his goats, a quarterback: Tom Brady, Joe Montana, John Elway, Peyton Manning, Troy Aikman. I question number 5, but I get it. Number 5 put up.
I mean, I definitely go with Montana over Brady, but that's just me.
Yeah, but I'm saying number 5 is questionable because of his numbers. But if you talk about winning, yeah, you can put him in there. Bill Russell has more champions than anyone, but the Boston Celtics with the Harlem Globetrotters and everyone else with the Washington Generals. That's why I think Bill Russell, because Bill Russell didn't have GOAT numbers. The GOAT of that generation was Wilt Chamberlain.
Yes.
Wilt Chamberlain was averaging 50 in a year. He just didn't have enough help. Like he said, it was the Globetrotters. So we can't really look at those Celtics championships as like legit. Because I'm like, damn, y'all was beating up on real plumbers. They was beating on people who have jobs. It was like 4 athletes, man. It was like y'all had all the athletes and everybody else had jobbers, if you want to put it in the wrestling term. Let's be honest. But LeBron, what I'm saying, LeBron is Drew Brees. Nobody wants to believe it. Drew Brees, when he retired, had every passing record. You know, Tom Brady had to stay a little longer to pass him. But when Drew Brees retired, he statistically was the greatest quarterback we have ever seen. But did we call him the GOAT? And I'm a Saints fan. I don't call Drew Brees the GOAT. You know why? He didn't win enough. LeBron James and Drew Brees.
I mean, I can see your point of view on that one.
And
definitely.
Like, oh, what you mean he Drew Brees? Every statistical record. He had passing yards, passing touchdowns. He still has completion percentage. Like over 70% for his career. That's ridiculous. That 70% completion percentage is ridiculous to have for a 20-year career.
Yes.
He had everything. But was he the GOAT? He had better numbers than Brady. He had better numbers than Manning. Better numbers than Rodgers. Better numbers than Ben Roethlisberger. But Drew Brees always fell underneath them. He never won an MVP. He won a Super Bowl MVP. And Drew Brees had statistically the best year ever, and he still gave it to Peyton Manning. LeBron James is Drew Brees. Michael Jordan is Tom Brady. That's what it is. Mike won. Mike is even have a better championship record than Tom Brady. Tom Brady is what, 7-3, 72, something like that. He's 7. He lost twice to the Giants. Then he lose once to the Eagles. So yeah, he's 7-3. He's 7-3. Jordan was 6-0. So Jordan actually have a better championship.
Yeah, winning percentage in championships
than Drew Brees. And than Tom Brady. So you look at it like this: to touch Jordan, you have to at least match him in championships. You're not even gonna say winning percentage in there. You got to match him in championships.
But I don't think it's just that. I think you got to match him. Let's say you have to have, let's say, at least 6 rings. But if you really want to match him, you have to do it 3 in a row. And if you really want to match him, then you have to do it that you don't go to a game 7.
It's already too late for that. You went to game 7s.
That's what I'm saying. So you would have to make sure you matched him in all around. You have to match him. You have to win the 3 in a row. You have to win, let's say, 6 in the span of 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because what he was 6, and then he went 3, and then he was out of
those coke sniffing Cowboys. But his numbers are trash. It was more like Emmett leading those drug sniffing Cowboys. Bruno Sammartino is the Bill Russell professional wrestler.
I mean, you can't. I mean, when it comes to wrestling, you can't put that in with sports because it's predetermined. So if I wanted, if I wanted fucking, Stephanie Valkyrie to be champion for 10 years, I could have her champion as 10 years for 10 years. Let me
answer this question. I didn't say it because of the rings. I said Tom Brady has more rings than Drew Brees, but Drew Brees had more yards, more records. So that's what I meant to ask. And I know he retired, or did the Saints beat themselves that game? Because the Saints was beating the shit out of Tom Brady that game. Because I was there. We beat the shit out of him that game, and we gave it to him. That was cool with you. Now, I'm just saying, Drew Brees was the greatest quarterback ever statistically when he retired. It's like LeBron James is going to be the greatest player ever statistically when he retires.
I mean, really, yes. When it comes to some statistics, but he still hasn't won MVPs like Jordan did. Finals MVPs. He ain't gonna average over 30-something points a game.
But I'm just saying, statistically, he's gonna have points, rebounds, assists. He's gonna probably have all those major records. But he lacks in the. When we talk about GOAT, did he make his team win?
No. How many times was he bailed out by other players?
I'm just saying, even with that, did he make his team win more than Jordan made his team win?
No.
He has to get 7. So in the next 3 years, he has to win 3. He has to win 3 to say, I'm better than Jordan. I'm not even talking about winning percentage. You have to win 3 more championships to match. To beat Jordan. You got to win 2 in a row just to match him. Kobe has more rings than LeBron. Kobe has 5. Kobe, he's not even better than Kobe if you want to talk about in the GOAT conversation. Because Kobe has 5. Kobe was the greatest player of his generation. Kobe changed the game. All LeBron did was make it easy to buddy up with your buddies and make it a pussy-ass era. No one is matching MJ, especially with Jordan brands. Yeah. I'd rather have Troy Aikman's career than Drew Brees. Yeah, because he won more. But if you want to ask who's a better Hall of Famer, it's Drew Brees. If you want to ask who had the best, let's be real with it. Who had the best career? Who was the better quarterback? It's Drew Brees by far.
Yes.
Don't make me pull up the numbers.
Troy Aikman won more championships, but his numbers, if he didn't, it's not, because if you noted, what did you guys have for players when Drew Brees was there? You didn't have Michael Irving. You didn't have fucking the best offensive line. You didn't have fucking Emmitt Smith. You didn't have, the tight end. So what is it that you had?
Let's do the head-to-head. Drew Brees had 80,000 passing yards to Troy Aikman's 32,942 passing yards. 80,000. This man had almost 50,000 more passing yards. That's a whole career, Jay. That's a whole career. More passing yards. I'm doing a head-to-head comparison. Drew Brees plays more games. He has a better record than Aikman. He has a better completion percentage than Aikman. He has a better passing yards attempt than Aikman. He has more passing yards a game than Aikman. This man has 571 touchdowns to Aikman's 165 touchdowns. 571 to 165. And you're going to say he was a better quarterback? He wasn't a better quarterback. He had a better winning team.
He had a better team.
And let me tell you the way, if it wasn't some flukes, Drew would have had 4 or 5 championships. It was not flukes, like act of God type plays. The Beast Quake. You had the Miracle in Minnesota. You had the no call. Drew might have had 4 or 5 Super Bowl wins, and then he's arguably the GOAT then. Now we're having a different conversation if Drew won 4 or 5 Super Bowls, but he only won 1. So if you look at the act of God things, because it was an act of God, the Saints didn't have more than 1 Super Bowl because you had the catch, the miracle catch in San Francisco. We had about 6 different weird ass plays in the playoffs. Even the John Brady game he was talking about was a weird ass fumble. Dude wide open, dude barely touched him. He fumbled the ball. It was weird ass. Oops. It was a weird ass games, man. So let's be real. Let's keep going. The pass rate, 98.7. The rushing attempts, Drew Brees had more rushing attempts, but Troy Aikman beat him in that. That's the only thing Troy Aikman beat him in, running the ball. And let's not talk about fantasy points. They even did the overall fantasy points. Drew Brees had 5,185 fantasy points over his career. Troy Aikman only had 1,797. There you go. Yes. Troy Aikman's in the Hall of Fame. He has 3 championships to Drew's 1. But Pro Bowls, Drew Brees had 13 to Troy Aikman's 6. Troy Aikman never made an All-Pro. Drew Brees made 5 All-Pros. Troy Aikman never was Offensive Player of the Year. Drew Brees made it twice. And they both have 1 Super Bowl MVP. To say Troy Aikman was that good, they had won 3 championships. He was only Super Bowl MVP once.
That shows you that his team was better. His team was better than the Saints team.
Thank you. Drew brought a bunch of undrafted free agents and Reggie Bush to the damn Super Bowl. Think about
it. And that's the only other star you had was Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush. And he wasn't USC Reggie Bush. Drew Brees was a better quarterback by far than Troy Aikman. We can put up a poll. It's by far that Drew Brees smokes this guy. We had an argument that Troy Aikman doesn't even deserve to be in the Hall of Fame because you look at his numbers. He only in there because Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin saved his ass. Because Troy Aikman was the most average quarterback I've ever seen. Thank you.
A la Dax.
Okay, let's see what else you're saying. Let me tell y'all the future. Baltimore Ravens versus Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl with the Ravens winning by 9 points. My Dodgers will repeat and Luka leading my Lakers to another championship. And then you woke up. On that last one, and then you woke up. that team that boy had, you talk about Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman was the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, not the New Orleans Saints, with no disrespect towards the Saints fans. Yes, but nobody likes Dallas. Now nobody likes Dallas. When Drew Brees was the team, we was the America's team. You seen, we showed you how to party for a Super Bowl. We still have.
How you gonna be a Dallas Cowboys fan and a fucking Dodgers fan? You know, pick one side of the motherfucking country. Don't pick it all.
And then the Lakers fan. He's sweeping all the big ones. Only good thing about those Saints with Jeremy Shockey and Jonathan Vilma. No. Jonathan Vilma, Drew Brees was the best thing about those Saints teams because without Drew Brees, that Saints team would have been average. And I'll tell you that. And we're still searching for a quarterback since Drew left.
You got your quarterback.
God hopes it's one of these young guns. That's all I can say. God hopes. Anything is better than Derek Carr. I bet you Drew Brees would rather have 3 rings and all those stats. No, I think Drew would like what he had. I mean, he brought a whole city together. Troy Aikman didn't.
Not only that, he with his numbers, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He's not getting in off of somebody else's accolades.
Drew Brees is a unanimous first ballot Hall of Famer come next year.
Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't make it first ballot with those numbers.
That one Super Bowl victory is worth all three of those Cowboys Super Bowl victories. Let me tell you why. Because that city, you got to remember, Katrina ravaged our city. That one championship bought back a city. Tell me when they did it for Dallas. Drew Brees is a god in New Orleans. This man can walk in the hood and don't get touched. That's what I mean. God. The man is a god. Somebody was to touch Drew Brees, that person will be missing the next day. The man is a god in New Orleans. Is Troy Aikman a god in Dallas? I guarantee you no. The Tom Landry comes before him. Roger Staubach comes before him. Emmitt Smith comes before him. Michael Irvin comes before him.
Maybe even Dion.
Yeah, Dion definitely comes before him. Then Drew Brees and everybody else who played for the Saints. Come on, man. And you know how I feel about Archie Manning. Don't bring up Archie Manning. I don't know why he's a god in New Orleans, but he need to stop that. All he did was lay down with Olivia and make three babies. We're gonna get out that. His first season in the NFC South, and you will tell you what happened. Drew Brees won 4 straight on Tom Brady head. 4 NFC South championships on Tom Brady head. He owned Tom Brady head to head. He just won one because one fluke fumble. One fluke fumble because Tom Brady didn't do shit in that game. That defense beat the Saints. Because the Saints would have had the crowd there and it wasn't COVID, Tom Brady would have folded.
Yeah.
Let's be real with it. Even Tom Brady said he's lucky we didn't have fans there. Because the Superdome, once it's loud and rocking, there's no hearing in the Superdome. It's like a jet engine going off. That's one of the toughest places to play, and you just playing a practice game with nobody there. It was like 1,000 of us there. What crowd noise is affecting him? He's able to get play calls off. They were losing that game. The Saints beat themselves. That defense, it wasn't Tom Brady. Maybe we stop that. He said, I won't have the bad mouthing of Reggie Bush on this platform. Reggie Bush was not USC Reggie. He was Reginald Bush when he played for us. He was Reggie Bush and USC. Now, come on, man. Come on, Doc.
I think he turned into Reginald Bush when they took his fucking Heisman away. He was ass hurt.
I'm not slandering Troy Aikman. I just made the facts. Drew Brees is a better quarterback than Troy Aikman. That's not slander. I just read you the numbers. Every passing category, even wins, Drew Brees won more. Drew Brees passed for more. Drew Brees had more touchdowns. How am I slandering Troy Aikman? I said Troy Aikman was on a better team, but he was not a better quarterback. Troy Aikman will tell you he's not a better quarterback than Drew Brees. And Troy Aikman was like 3 or 4 inches taller than Drew Brees. Drew Brees was a fucking midget doing that. It's not slandering Troy Aikman. I mean, I told you, I think Troy Aikman is the most average quarterback to get in the Hall of Fame, besides Joe Namath. Because Joe Namath numbers is horrible. And Jay's a Jets fan.
Yeah, I don't understand how he got in only because he beat a team that they weren't supposed to beat.
Terry Bradshaw doesn't belong in there. And he won more than Troy Aikman. He won 4. I mean, you look at Terry Bradshaw numbers, they are horrible. But he won 4 championships. That's why he got in.
Well, that was his team carried him. That was the defense and the offensive players that he had.
So I'm like
the Lynn Swans and shit.
I'm like this. I'm not slandering him, but Troy Aikman and Terry Bradshaw got carried by their defense and running game. And that's not bad. But they were not great quarterbacks. They were on great teams. They just so happened to be on there. Troy Aikman is a game manager. That's all he was. Now you put Drew Brees on the Cowboys, and you put Troy Aikman on the Saints. The Cowboys win about 4 or 5 championships in a row. If you put Drew Brees
definitely.
You
Definitely.
put Troy Aikman on the Saints, we are picking number 1 overall probably. I'm talking about switch the weapons. Switch the weapons. Give Drew Brees that offensive line. Give Drew Brees Michael Irvin. You saw what he had when he had Mike Thomas. He was throwing him for crazy. Give him Michael Irvin.
Emmitt Smith.
Give him Emmitt Smith. Jesus Christ, man. And Drew Brees would have gave the Cowboys fans would still be having wet dreams about Drew Brees if he was playing for the Cowboys back in the 90s. Now you put Troy Aikman on that Saints team. we might be fighting for 5 victories. Maybe 5. Because he wasn't that impact. He had his moments, but he wasn't like a great quarterback like that, bro. Like, we think of the triplets, and it's like he was the lesser of the triplets because Irvin and Smith made that team go. And that's not diminishing Troy Aikman. It's just telling you what I've seen. I go back and watch old footage. He was average.
No, like you said, he definitely was a game manager.
Game manager. He wasn't better than Steve Young. He wasn't better than Joe Montana. He wasn't better than John Elway. He wasn't better than Dan Marino.
Not a lot of people would be better than Dan Marino.
I'm just saying. And Drew Brees shattered Dan Marino's record. Shattered it. It took Tom Brady 3 other extra years to catch Drew Brees. Be real. If Tom Brady would have retired when he's supposed to, 80,000 yards would be ridiculous to catch. And you think about this. If Drew Brees would have retired, Tom Brady would have been a Saint. That's why he went to Tampa. I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan. We sure acting like one. I'm a Ravens when the Raiders left Los Angeles, and I'm a Miami Hurricanes alum. Well, I like that you're a Miami Hurricanes alum because that's my team. But stick with your Ravens, man. Stick with Lamar Jackson. Him and Anthony gonna have some great. He's gonna have some great comments. Mm-hmm. Yes, 1 ring is more than 3. Well, I'm talking about the impact. See, you have to be here to understand the impact. He brought a whole Gulf Coast region together. See, you didn't never have your life destroyed by a natural disaster on TV. Like literally seeing your house underwater or seeing where you used to go at underwater. The damage that did. And when they came back and they won that Super Bowl, we see grown men crying.
Yeah.
Grown men cried just because we made the Super Bowl. I was one of them. I was in that bitch boo-hooing. The whole city feel like, yes, we did it. That Super Bowl there, and anybody tell you that Super Bowl there, it's like 3 Super Bowls in one because the city got destroyed. They didn't even know they're going to have a team here. And nobody seen a national disaster like that, and you know, when that happened. And that's what I mean. It's more than 3 because Dallas already won 2 Super Bowls, right? Before Aikman, they got that. But those 3 championships was just another notch in the belt. But that one championship brought a whole region together. Everybody cheered when the Saints won that Super Bowl. It was a party on Bourbon. Everybody was excited. I don't go on Bourbon Street, but I ran the Bourbon Street when they won because everybody was on Bourbon. So you had to be there to know what I'm talking about. I get you to understand it. But that one meant more to the people of this region than them 3 in Dallas. I guarantee you. Because I hear how Dallas Cowboys fans talk about those 3 championships. That one, if you was alive for that one, that was a special time. I think if we won 2, it wouldn't have been as special as that first one. Because everybody was happy because we believe we'd never see it. And a Saints fan to tell you, I thought I was going to die before seeing the Saints win the championship. It was god awful for 40 years.
That Dallas team was a super team, though. Even though it was what they built it was still a super team. They had too many stars on that fucking squad.
504 God. Yes, he's a 504 God. That man is a God. That man can walk in any hood in New Orleans and not be touched. He like, excuses. Tom Brady got 7 and Drew got 1. I never said he didn't. I never said Drew was better than Tom. But I say LeBron James is Drew Brees. Got all the statistical stuff. Lacks the rings to touch Jordan.
Yep.
If Drew Brees wouldn't have had those flukes happen to him, the beaksquake. Let's go through them. The beaksquake. Because first of all, we won more games, but we had to go on the road because of technicality. So the beaksquake. Then you had the catch part 2. then you had the Minneapolis Miracle. Then you had the no call. Then you had the push off. All 5 of these New Orleans Saints teams were the best teams in the NFL that year. Everybody was scared of those damn teams. And what happened? 5 times, fluky shit or questionable shit happened. And let's add in the dude, the Jared Cook fumble. 6 fluky plays stopped the Saints from having 7 championships. Thank you. 6 fluky plays stopped the Saints from having 7 championships because they would have beat the hell whoever was in the damn. Because we own the Patriots. Every time Breeze played Brady when he was to the Patriots, we beat the shit out of them and embarrassed them. It wasn't close. So, like I'm trying to tell you, 6 plays. Really, 6 plays in history stopped Drew Brees from being the GOAT. And I'm not, and you'll tell, and Jay will tell you, I never say Drew Brees is the GOAT because he didn't win enough. Just like I would never say Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT because he didn't win enough. Well, not
enough of the what's out there.
No,
you know what I'm saying. Like right now,
Pat Mahomes is better than Drew Brees. Right, in the more of a GOAT conversation than Drew Brees is. And Pat Mahomes is young.
Still got a lot of championships to win.
I had a real conversation about him. He would have won 3-peated. Man, you might have to put him in the GOAT conversation if he 3-peated. Because I'm like, we never seen it in football. We never seen a 3-peat in football.
Well, thank God that didn't happen.
The Eagles saved that, didn't they?
Thank God that shit didn't happen. Shit.
The thing about this, Pat Mahomes never got eliminated in the first 2 rounds since he's been playing. It's AFC Championship or bust with Pat Mahomes. That's GOAT shit. That's all I can tell you. That's GOAT shit.
See, and if you look at DJ's, what he just wrote there, Tom Brady is the Michael Jordan of the NFL.
Well, yes, he is. Got the numbers, got the lore, got the rings. That's what you're making my argument for me when I say LeBron James and Drew Brees. He's a statistical phenomenon, but doesn't help his team win enough. That's Drew Brees. That's what happens. So will LeBron have this argument if he had 6 rings? To go back to the original point, will LeBron have this argument if he had 6 rings? That's all I want to know.
I would say this: if he won as many as Kobe, then maybe we can talk about it. Then maybe we could talk about him being in the GOAT conversation. But he still hasn't even won as much as Kobe has.
Bro, let me tell you why your NFL knowledge is weak. The Saints, they call it the Terror-Dome during Drew Brees type because it's the loudest indoor place you can play in. There's no way for sound to escape. So if you're out in the dome and everybody yelling and screaming, you can't hear. I can't hear when I'm in the dome. I can't hear the person next to me. So how can you get a play off effectively? If it's quiet, like during COVID era, you can hear everything. You can there's no home field advantage. It was basically a neutral site game, even though they played in New Orleans. It was no home field advantage. You had 1,000 fans in there. Bro.
1,000 fans ain't gonna make no deafening sounds.
Deafening sounds. That's why I say if you had 75,000 screaming drunk New Orleans fans, John Brady, go look up when he played in New England. He played Saints on Sunday Night Football, and we destroyed that ass. We destroyed. I mean, we made him quit. Whenever you seen Brady lead the game in the fourth quarter when he losing, we destroyed Brady. I was at that game too. Destroyed him. Had all the New England patient fans like, I have never seen Tom Brady get beat this bad. How about when the Saints blanked them out in Tampa Bay, 9-0? Couldn't score. Whenever you ever heard Tom Brady didn't score? Not even a field goal. So you keep thinking that home field don't matter, bro. Like, I'm trying to tell you, home field matters. In a playoff game, it matters.
Yes, it does.
Okay, then like if it didn't matter, we don't need to put no fans in the building. Every game is a neutral site game. It matters. Arrowhead is one of those things where you can't. There's certain domes you can't go in. Seattle, I'm not gonna say domes. Certain fields. I mean, Seattle, New Orleans, Kansas City. Certain places, New York. Certain places you can't go to when the Jets playing, not the Giants, because the Giants suck.
Don't wake up the sleeping Izzy.
Folks back in the Aikman era don't respect the Breed era because all they do is throw nonstop and the league put handcuffs on defense. You sound like LeBron, baby. That sounds like LeBron. Doesn't that sound like LeBron Jordan era? Doesn't it sound like it? Oh, doesn't that argument sound similar?
Yeah, doesn't it sound like Jordan played against plumbers and shit?
Oh, how about this? The Jordan era don't respect.
What's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc?
What's happening?
Let me get the last one out for him before I let Doc roll. I'm saying the Jordan era people don't respect LeBron's era because it's soft and all they do is shoot threes. Thank you.
They play no D.
Thank you for proving my point. Thank you for proving that LeBron James is Drew Brees. Thank you.
I'm so glad that you bringing up LeBron right now because this has been weighing on my heart. And before I go on, let me just say for the fact, let me just state this for the record. LeBron James, the human being, love him. Love that man. Yeah. I love his family. I love the way he moves. I just love that man. LeBron James, 2024, 2025, the basketball player. Hang that stuff up, my boy. Like this dude playing right now. I'm literally on the cusp of cussing. Looking at this man still in the league today.
That's for you, Jay. You and Jay him would get along. He say, "Fuck Patty Mahomes."
Yeah, fuck him. Prima donna bitch.
Darling and gets all the calls.
The NFL is rigged for Patty Mahomes.
Been at Atlanta Falcons.
Like you say, all I heard was the who that chant nonstop. Exactly. Exactly.
Well, you could just we can hang that on right there. Right there. I'm gonna get to that. Well, you talking about other comments right now. But first of all, anytime the Saints and the Falcons meet up, it's a takeover of the towns. Yeah. And vice versa. Like Atlanta come down here, they'll be all down Canal Street. They'll have their little flags. They'll zip in here. They'll do their little dirty bird and all this, that, and the third. And then
send them home crying.
Exactly. It'd be the same thing every time. Like I can't even see how Atlanta got. You know what? I do know how the Atlanta Falcons got the series over us right now. They got the series over us because we've been pedestrian for so long.
4 years.
Pre Coach Payton and Drew Brees, we were very pedestrian. Matter of fact, the Saints to this day still got the most spectacular comeback loss in NFL history.
To the 49ers. We was up 35-0.
Not even the 49ers.
Well, which
Not
one?
even the 49ers. It was versus that the Jacksonville game. when he came back in the last minute.
Oh Lord!
And
Who that? Anthony?
Field goal kick.
Yep.
So
we bringing everybody out, huh?
Everybody came to play.
Ooh, DJ didn't got everybody out.
So
he said, my wife's cousin is a Saints fan, so trust me, I know you New Orleans folks are local. I'm putting this way. We're just passionate about the Saints because you got to realize that's all we had before the Pelicans came. Nobody really cared about the Pelicans when they first came. Let's be real with it.
They still don't care about the Pelicans.
Let's be real with it, Doc. This is the Saints town.
We're not going to discourage. First of all, I'm the wrong person. I'm the wrong New Orleanian to have that conversation with.
New Orleans is a Saints town or a Pelicans town.
Since 2013, I have loved the basketball team. When they were the Hornets, say, bro, they could have made them the Jazz again.
Is this a Saints town or a Pelicans town?
No, I'm the wrong person for that. I'm the one that's going to ride for the basketball team.
Just like LA is a Lakers town. And not
LA could be a Lakers town. First of all, I want to know LA been having basketball, had two football teams for a minute, lost them, still was a Lakers town, got them back, and they still don't care about football.
Just like New Orleans don't care about basketball unless they're in the playoffs.
Well, that's everybody.
And that never happens.
Don't talk for Doc. Doc ride for the basketball team. I don't care how terrible you are. Matter of fact,
Doc, I went to that Pistons game, Doc. Nobody was in that bitch.
Yes, because no one knows nobody. They're gonna look at me like, man, who am I excited for? Well, get excited for the talent that's out there. Well, is Zion down there?
My Pistons beat the shit out of them that game. I was like, good Lord.
Then y'all people don't know nothing. Y'all know nothing. You just sit down and be grateful. You can't do that, can you?
But for my birthday.
I'm the wrong one for it. I love the basketball team. No matter what's going on with them. I can tell you that I feel better about the basketball team this year than I do about the football team this year because I don't know what kind of product I'm looking at. And then the talk of the town is I'm going to get a Tyler Shuck. I'm going to get a Tyler Shuck. This dude is a rookie. He's the elder statesman of the quarterback room. How the hell are you the eldest quarterback in the room and you a rookie?
We might have Spencer Rattler be our starter because Tyler Shuck talking about holding out. Let him hold out.
Please hold out.
I don't want to see his old ass.
Please hold out. I want him to. That's what I want. You telling me? First of all, the most experience in the quarterback room for the Saints is 6 games held by Rattler, by Spencer Rattler. You telling me Tyler Shuck is going to be the quarterback? That's the quarterback that this coach wanted? You really telling me that?
Let me tell you something.
Sit here and tell me that?
Tyler Shuck is the next the Drew Brees 2.0.
Wow. I hope so.
Ain't no way. First of all, Drew Brees started on time. Drew Brees did all his years in college, for real. Not to no college rules, not that, I got hurt. Oh, no, I had another year eligibility. I don't want to hear that bull crap. I got 1 full season under his belt. One.
Tell us how you
One college season under his belt.
Spencer Rattler is the new Derek Carr.
Don't you do that to Spencer. Don't you do that to Spencer. I'll fight you, Jay. Don't you do that to Spencer.
That is fighting words. That's fighting words, man.
No, that's Blue Steel. That's Blue Steel. That's the new Derek Carr. They both went to Fresno State. That's Blue Steel.
Man, look, he got to be his cousin. They must be related.
I just want I think I fired up our first round pick, because Calvin Banks liked my statement when I was killing them for picking him. So I think Bo fired up their first round draft pick. Remember I killed him for having for picking the offensive tackle? He liked my shit. So I think he's gonna come back to that if he has an all pro year.
Yep.
And he's
the first round pick.
Listen, I still tell you, I think that pick was a good pick for you.
Yeah, but at the moment in time, I didn't want that because we spent the last 4 drafts. We used our first pick on the offensive lineman.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's cool. Like,
Let me fire up my
understand.
first round pick. Everybody loves Mo to hate on. That's what I can say.
Well, like I said before we even got to the draft, I don't have inner ears or the inner work. I don't know the inner works of the Saints front office, but we got to a point where it was time to turn the page. It's time to create a new culture. I don't know what the mindset of Mickey Loomis is, the GM, but when the draft got here, this is me as a fan. I'm like, say, man, you need to make a splash. Although we don't have these splash like players in this draft, you need to do something where, hey, look, there's a new coach. Let's get something new. And okay, you can build the churches. I don't mind that. But you've done it for 5 straight drafts.
The Rams are for Pasadena and the Chargers are for San Diego, and LA don't fuck with either one of them, even though the Los Angeles Chokers aren't LA, they are also San Diego. Okay.
Yeah, interesting. I don't know.
I thought it was a Lakers town over everything because all I hear is Los Angeles Lakers.
That's what I thought. Because when our family went down there, it's either one or the other. It's either USC or is LA Lakers. That's it.
I would think out of all the football teams in California, that would have to be San Francisco. I think San Francisco, they won more championships.
No, but that's San Francisco. That's like Northern California, Southern California.
It's still California though.
Cali.
It's so different. I thought that too. It is a different world. Northern California, South SoCal. 2 different worlds. That's like New York and Jersey.
My experience is basically it's either USC or it's the Lakers. There's no in between. But I haven't been down there since.
It was a Raiders town, though. It was a Raiders town for a long time, though. So I get what he's saying.
I don't know about that part. I mean, again, I haven't been there.
I think back in the day, UCLA had to been somebody in California. You know what I'm saying? Maybe USC now is their football team, but UCLA's basketball team back in the day had to been one of the teams of California.
Yeah, I can see that with Reggie Miller and all them, and Ed O'Bannon and all them people. Yeah, I can see it. But I really didn't hear too much about UCLA. I always heard about USC football.
Right. Yeah.
So when I went out there, that was all I heard.
I haven't been out there in going on a decade plus, but I'm talking about LA. I've been to California recently. My most recent trip was going up to Santa Clara, watching that embarrassment of a football team.
I don't know why you went up there to watch that shit.
Man, the family, we got tickets, and it was a cool experience. I got that. But who we had under center, man, that was just terrible. Like it was the COVID team all over again.
Man, Anthony, say something, motherfucker.
Anthony on mute. Just come on here just to listen. That's what he's doing. He's coming on here to listen.
He's racking up ammunition.
Yeah, you racking
up.
He
probably trying to put his daughter down. You know.
He put to sleep again. You know he good for that.
You know
he pulling the dot.
He holds it down.
That bottom half of the screen.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Goes to sleep.
You sent the link, and I'm like, what percentage is my phone on? I was about to jump in. Then I literally sat back. I fell asleep. I looked. I said, "Damn, boy, I fall asleep trying to go on the show."
It
was bad for you.
He probably been knocked out right now. Talking about, oh shit, I forgot. I'm on the show. Shit.
Hey.
Talking about he lived for the smoke. You live for the sleep.
What kind of smoke are we talking about?
Let's talk about the fucking Lakers. They getting sold, bro. Man, they getting sold. 10 billion.
It's a world record too. Them boys sold them people for 10 B's. 10 of the things. You know, honestly, I'm not a Lakers fan at all. I can't stand the Lakers. Like I would
Yeah.
use the H word, but then again, I don't want anything getting me out of my character. But overall, the legacy that the Bus family has left, I mean, is very impactful. Like you can't really meet anyone that won't know part of that team's history. Even if you're just a casual fan, you don't have to know that they got the 18 championships. You don't have to know about the team struggles with Kobe before he got these two before he walked away from the game. You don't have to know about the runs with the Magics and the Kareems of the world. So overall, culture wise, and I mean all over, just for where we are, like very impactful. You got all these documentaries, all these stories, anything that really happens with basketball, you really can't go far without mentioning a story about that franchise. So it's a cool move because everybody has to do it. Everyone has to turn the page one way or the other. It's just for this particular move, it came a lot sooner than I would have thought and I would have liked. Like, I hope that
10 M's.
I hope they could remain relevant. I mean, I could see that they will be due to the talent that's on the team currently. You can't really, go far in the franchise having a player like Luka Doncic and your team not be relevant. Again, before we got to that comment, LeBron, you got to hang that up, man. Like I'm tired of watching it. Like it's time to walk away. Like just walk away.
Yeah.
Like you can still have impact. Like I would love to sit here and brag about Bronny. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to dog him if he's dog crap. Like right now, it's not fair because I don't have enough of a sample size to sit here and dog him. I'm gonna sit here and dog him over his dad. I don't want to do that. I want to dog him over his own stuff. I want to see him play 30 minutes and him put up 3 points for them 30 minutes. They're not gonna rag on him. They're not dog him for it. But overall, like this whole Laker franchise, I mean, it is what it is. They are really pretty much 80% of what's going on in NBA today.
I think the new owner should trade Bronny and LeBron in the package deal. Start over. Get with Luka. I don't think it's gonna work with Luka and LeBron. They're the same player. So I would tell LeBron, hey, either retire or I'm trading your ass. Like now,
listen, if I'm the new ownership, if I'm new ownership, I'm voiding that contract and I'm saying I'm forcing him to retire or to go elsewhere.
Or if you want to be nice enough to say, hey, this got to be your last year. This is your final lap. Get your victory. Y'all get your victory lap. You can go ahead on and get you get your roses, get your world tour, your goodbye tour, like Kobe had. This is it. Oh, now they're screaming.
Oh, we got some sound.
Well,
somebody was whooping his ass.
But this will be your goodbye tour. I am not going through this another year after this because we need to get Luka while he in his prime. We don't need to waste no more prime years of Luka with this bullshit that LeBron has been doing. Like, we gotta go. You gotta go.
This dude that's buying them, he owns other teams.
He owns the Dodgers.
He's a majority owner of the Dodgers. I think he's a majority owner of a football team as well.
To me, I'm reading up on him. He just owns the Dodgers. That's what they said. He's the own part. His partners own the Dodgers.
So he got money.
He probably owned some of the Commanders too. You never know because it's the Magic Johnson group. He might own the Commanders. That's the team he might be talking about.
That'd be what's up.
And they say he likes to spare no expense, so the Lakers fans should rejoice. But I would get rid of LeBron though. Because nobody wants to play with LeBron.
I would trade his ass to the Pelicans for fucking what's his name?
Over Krispy Kreme? That's the only
Yep.
person I would give up.
For Krispy Kreme.
And
I give him Bronny and fucking LeBron.
How many picks I'm getting? You ain't getting that straight up trade. You give me LeBron, you're gonna give me some picks, and you're gonna give me Bronny. That's what I'm gonna do. You're not about to just get me like that. You're gonna give me some picks.
I think the Lakers are done giving the Pelicans draft picks because, I mean, although it's done now, them dudes literally sat for years. They said, we can't even get picks. I mean, you gave us a player and that's it. And you took everything else. I mean, what else we were supposed to do? I mean, you took our franchise player. Like,
I don't think the Lakers got picks.
They got two left. They got their picks back. Starting this year, they got their picks back.
Yeah, it's over with. They can start building up now, but overall, I don't know. I don't know the inner workings of that team, but I know they wouldn't want to do it again. You're gonna sit around for 3-4 years and you lose generational talent to gain a potential one because I'm not gonna bash Zion. Like I said, he on my squad. I'm gonna stick with him. I'm just like that Dr. Field meme. That's your man, right? That's mine.
I'm gonna stick with him.
I'm gonna stick with him. I'm gonna stick with him. He on the team, so I'm gonna stick with him. So, but overall, he's still a potential generational talent because the talent is there. I just need you to be real. I need you to be serious, man. Like, are you gonna play ball or are you gonna try to be some adult film actor? Because I'm tired of hearing about the off-court stuff.
Bro,
like,
when you keep the buns out of his mouth, both honey buns and buns out of his mouth, he'll be better.
Bro, I need you to be here at least 60. Give me at least 60, then we could talk because it ain't gonna work any kind of way. Now you gave me 58 the year before. All right, you tried, but now it's time to get real. You can't sit up in here, eat up this type of money, have people super excited to come to these games, and you on the bench with street clothes on. That ain't gonna work. That's not how it works, man. Like,
because he got buns on his mind, bro. Dude got buns on his mind.
I'm done with that. I don't care what you do. Like, say, bro, you got players out there in the 80s that was doing stupid stuff like that. Jordan was up there gambling with the people he was about to play against back when in the 90s.
Magic Johnson was gambling with his life, hitting everybody decade head. So
Magic Johnson out here going without Jimmy hats on.
Going up there raw. Magic Johnson liked it raw.
That boy said he liked to live dangerously. That boy didn't know what these people got out here, but guess what? He out there loose hanging it with it. The boy got all this stuff in the wind out here.
Magic Johnson had Diddy parties before Diddy parties.
Man, if you look at the winning time, Magic Johnson was hitting prostitutes naked head. No rubber on prostitutes.
Like, so I don't it's all good,
Magic,
man. But
I wouldn't have shared that part in my bio, my biopic. I would not share that part of my life in my biopic because you know why? I don't want nobody to know I hit prostitutes naked headed. But he still delivered championships. So maybe that's what not LeBron, that's what Zion might need to do. Go out there and just start going Magic Johnson with it. I don't know, because the way he's doing it is not working. You go talk to Magic. Like, I don't know. Because every time we look, Zion Williamson got something going on, either with food
something
or
going
booty.
on. Somebody suing
It's either
him.
food or
Name
booty.
it popped up. Like, what's really good, my boy? Like, come on now.
And then, every time we speak Zion, here comes Ja Morant. Got a beef with fucking Stephen A. Smith. Well, Stephen A. Smith was out of pocket for talking about Memphis, man. He ain't had to do that to Memphis. So, now there's a big beef online about Stephen A. Smith not welcome in Memphis.
But Stephen A. Smith, I mean, he's a mouthpiece. He does that. So what? That's what he's known for.
That's to have people watch his show. You got to say, if you're boring, then and you don't say something controversial, who's gonna watch your show?
I don't know. I don't know. But keep it on the Memphis thing. The Grizzlies trade Desmond Bain for 4 first round draft picks, unprotected. One first round pick swap Sunday. And they gave away Kentavious Caldwell Pope and Cole Anthony for Desmond Bain. Do you think that's too much?
Memphis got fleeced.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
No, Orlando got fleeced because Orlando gave away the picks. Orlando gave them Caldwell Pope, gave them Cole Anthony, and 4 first round picks for Desmond Bain.
Cole Anthony.
Oh yeah, that they did get fleeced.
Picks.
Yes, Memphis won. Fucking Orlando got fleeced because Desmond Bain is not that guy.
Like that dude he's a piece, but he's not worth no 4 picks
and
2 players. 2. Like, nah. Orlando, y'all
Memphis about to get stronger.
But I mean, when have we not known Orlando to sell out? You move Shaq in prime. You had to move on from Penny because you ran Penny to the ground.
You
gave away to the ground. You ran Grant Hill to the ground. You ran T-Mac to the ground. You got rid of him for nothing.
Wait. We forgot this part. They fumbled because Doc Rivers was the coach. Fumbled getting Tim Duncan because Tim Duncan was going to be with Grant Hill and T-Mac. And then all Doc Rivers had to do was let Tim Duncan family member fly on the plane, and Orlando would have had Tim Duncan.
Crazy.
Orlando
crazy. Orlando just they got a history of doing it. Like they do it to themselves.
Don't forget about the White. You gave away the White for nothing.
Gave away the Dwight Howard for nothing. But you let that stuff build with having that coach situation. Should have been got rid of Van Gundy. Like, okay, cool. I appreciate what you did. Now it's time to move on. Like, it's time to literally cut bait. Cut bait. There is no tomorrow in sports, man. Like, either it's working or it's not. Move on. Stop trying to hold on.
I mean, we say the same shit about your Saints?
We say that.
They got Loomis up in there, the GM. That shit ain't working as your GM. It's not working.
They called it for this man job. I don't know what it is. That's why the last time y'all see me on this show, I was up there begging and pleading with Miss B to do it. Like, Miss B, get it done.
But from what Mo says, he can't be fired. So you could beg all you want. They're not going to fire the dude.
She's the owner. Like, they're a governing body. That's like having the president and the governor. If the president came down up in here and said, look, I don't want you in this spot no more, then that's it. Like, I understand as inner workers or whatever, you can still say, guess what? I don't want you in this spot no more. You can still be a part of the governing body. You can still have your little piece of the pie, but you ain't doing this job no more. Like, that's it. Like, have some balls about it. You own an NFL franchise. Ain't nothing nice in this business. Ain't nothing being pleasant in this business. No one's saying that you can't be a nice lady, but say, bro, overall, it's your team. It's you.
Yeah, but if they have them in, you know what I'm saying, if they put them in the trust, like Mo said, then that lawsuit or that payment to get him out of doing that job might be more than not just letting him do the job.
Now, my understanding of the language, I don't know it. Like, perhaps somebody can, pull it up and they can correct me if I'm wrong. But my understanding of it is, don't move the team and have these people with their piece of the pie. Okay, they have a piece of the pie, but if you're the person overall that says, look, this is my stuff, like nobody ain't gonna run up in here and tell me what to do with my stuff. Like, all right, cool. I'll take instance for the house. All right, I got my house. My name is on my house, but overall, there's still some certain entities that got the parts of it. If I stop paying on it, then okay, you can come up in here. But while my name is on this thing,
Right.
I guarantee you ain't gonna just come up walking up in here and telling me what to do with my house. You could just hang that up. Like, it's gonna take you in an army to do it. Like, whatever it is, you better be prepared to take my cold body up out of here if you try to tell me what to do with my stuff. And that's what it comes down with this NFL franchise. It is your stuff. Your husband left you the clout. Your name is on the line here. And nobody said that nobody can't have no piece of the pie. But overall, let's just say, for instance, you like, you know what? F this stuff. I don't feel like dealing with it. And you won't give away majority of the piece of it, then guess what? Majority of your piece can be pieces, but it's majority. It's the majority. Then it's whatever. But for right now, it's you. It's your neck on the line. When something goes wrong, we're all thinking about her. Ain't nobody thinking about everybody else or the 3 other names that's involved in it. Matter of fact, they had a news release regarding for the granddaughter today. That the granddaughter got arrested for some crap that she's doing. Nobody cares. Yeah. I promise. I looked at the headline, went right past it, scrolled past it. Don't care. I don't care. Because that's not enough clout. Because she can't do nothing. Why is she relevant to me? If something was to go on with her, like it did 2 years ago when she got robbed at that Walmart, I clicked on it then. I'm like, damn, bro. Say, y'all robbing the lady who got the football team down here. What y'all doing? Y'all can't touch her. She got touched.
I mean, I guess they would have to really sit down and look at the wording on whatever it is that her husband made that deal, because that deal is really hurting the team.
That's what I'm saying. Because everything, it's really all the entities. I mean, I don't know everything, but I know for sure she got that. She got the Hall of Fame arena on lock. That's hers. She got the businesses and car dealerships that man owned. That's hers. That's on lock. She got the teams that's down here. That's on lock. And I'm pretty sure there's other things that he ain't got his hands up into. So the fortune is not just in Louisiana. It's not just down here. Like, for I know the teams say, bro, they got to have their hands in it. I know about that part. Everything else, I guarantee you, I know she got enough money for it. I know she got a team of attorneys that can say, you know what, baby, you the man here. If you want it, get it done. And that's what my case is for her. Because I appreciate what you did, Mickey. I appreciate you bringing in Coach Payton. I appreciate you having a move of bringing in these nobodies and letting Drew Brees bringing them and making them somebodies and bringing the city a franchise, bringing the franchise a championship. But football evolved. You can't get lightning in a bottle twice. You can't get somebody's trash and make them treasure. Like, it's not that game no more. It's not that day anymore. You can sit here and make the case with whole Aaron Rodgers. When Green Bay says, hey, bro, we turning the page. That man ain't been back since. How many conference championships that man been to since? The minimum? None? Really? You sure? Try again? The man had been to 2 different franchises. Now, well, it's remained to be seen with the second franchise. I don't know, but I don't see it happening in New Pittsburgh. Not when you playing against Lamar and King Henry twice a year, and Cleveland building up their defense. I don't know what they're going to do with the offensive side yet. Them boys got 5 quarterbacks on the team. I'm just waiting to see who's quarterback 1. Because Joe Flacco got about 3 games to start. He going to be like, say, bro, I can't really move like that, man. Y'all going to put somebody young back here? Because you gave him a young gun, and whatever happened in Indy, because I don't know what Anthony Richards talking about coming out of a game because he tired. Say, bro, you realize it's the pros, right? Like, didn't you train for football your entire life? What? You know what? Cool. I'll start. I'll show y'all how it's done. And who else am I missing out that AFC? I said Cleveland. Oh, Cincy with Joe Cool
Cincy.
and Joe Cool, who ain't going nowhere. That man ain't going nowhere. Nah, that defense, however, should be, but Shicey ain't going nowhere. So I don't see how that works in Pittsburgh.
Put it this way. Shiesty and them gotta get a defense and get sign their damn draft pick. They need to worry about that.
But he plays defense. We don't really care.
I know
Cincinnati, we rented the defense.
The thing is this. What we said all last year. Shiesty needs a defense.
He does. He needs one. But overall,
I love Joe Shiesty. He bought me a fantasy championship in our league. I love Joe Shiesty. I love the Bengals. I love him. I love Jamar Chase and Higgins. They bought me a championship. I am a champion because of them. But in the playoffs, you need a defense.
Well, I mean, they didn't make the playoffs. Didn't they get 9 wins?
Yeah. 8 or 9.
I'm a champion too, but I'm still waiting for my fucking trophy.
So it's Izzy.
I don't care. I'm talking about me. I don't care about Izzy. Shit.
Y'all get it at the same time. You might get yours first.
Damn.
He lives closer than you.
That man, he can't even brag right. He can't even have his bragging rights. Damn.
If I get my shit first, I'm putting that shit on display.
It's gonna be pissed off. Oh, it's gonna be pissed. Raiders fans in Los Angeles were feeling sympathy for the Saints when they signed that bum Derek Carr. Y'all could have took him back. I'm glad he retired.
Man, keep it
Don't bring up Derek Carr to me. You know how I feel about Derek Carr. I almost had a heart attack on this show fussing about Derek Carr last year.
Los Angeles didn't give two rat's craps about the Saints and Derek Carr. That was Oakland's team, and Oakland was happy to get rid of that dude. Matter of fact, Oakland was about to sell that boy for rain boots in a rainbow colored umbrella.
Boy, that's all it took for you guys to get him.
But I would not buy Derek Carr for 2 pesos. Hey, I'm just telling you what it is. I wouldn't get him for 2 pesos. If I had 2 pesos right now, I wouldn't give it for Derek Carr.
That's what Mickey Loomis wanted. Trash. Mickey Loomis wanted that boy for 60 M's. Say, bro, we're getting rid of him for nothing. You know what? 60. You got it. My final offer. That's the best I could do.
I wonder how much money he had to give up to retire. Because I know he didn't have, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have to, he wasn't getting all his shit.
It was 30 M's.
He gave 30 back.
He took home 10.
He was going to get 40. If he played even one game, he would have got 40. It'd have been guaranteed.
That boy knew he couldn't go in the dome. You know, he went in the dome, he'd have got booed out the building.
He been getting booed. That man been getting booed.
No, but I'm saying, you know what he did. We talked about it. Faking an arm injury and all that shit. And then, then you're gonna try to say, "Oh, I need surgery." That boy would have got booed. We'd have heard that boy way in California getting booed from down here.
This man, first of all, I'm mad what he did before the draft because he sat down with the team. He sat down with the people, and he told them, "Dudes, you know what? I'm good to go. I don't care what y'all do." And man literally said he didn't care. He didn't care. I'm good to go. Because the rumblings were, hey, get me out of here, whatever. But overall, he couldn't do anything. There was no trade clause, and ain't no team was gonna sit there and put nothing on the line for you. Because nobody, not a single one of these 31 other teams wanted him.
Oh, you talking about 31 other teams he lost to?
Yep. Every last one of them.
No, didn't he lose only to 30?
No, he lost 31. He didn't lose to the Raiders. He would have lost to the Raiders if he played because we lost to him.
He played that game, but
he didn't want it. He faked an injury on that one.
Ow! I can't start. Spencer, you gotta go in there.
I just want to thank the New York Giants for ending his career. Thank you, Izzy.
No, that was him. That was his.
That's the only thing the Giants did that was good last year.
Yeah. And no, it wasn't even the Giants. His own player took him out. Thank you, Kevin Austin Jr. You took him out. Thank you.
No, because Derek Carr thought he was Superman. He thought he was like that. That boy said, "I'm gonna go ahead and I'm about to jump over this man."
He hit Kevin Austin Jr., which was our wide receiver, and flipped and hurt himself. You can't make
that man landed straight on his shoulder too.
Like, you can't make this up. You hit your own teammate and messes your shoulder up.
That man went straight to his shoulder. I think he thought his dude was gonna catch him. I think he did.
Like you like that. You ain't Jameis.
Nah, bro. You ain't fly like that at all. For real.
I can tell you.
I think dude would have put his body on the line for J-Bo.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying, y'all didn't have to sell us that rusty ass car.
Man,
yeah,
look,
that was a bad fucking pickup by you guys.
Was a whole Mickey Loomis product. Ain't nobody gonna sit here and never convince me otherwise. Matter of fact, I think it was Dennis Allen.
He thought Derek Carr was fucking what's his name. That's why.
No, Derek Carr was gonna help him say, I'm like this, Dennis Allen. Derek Carr got you fired before. If someone got me fired before, I'm not gonna say, you know what, let's hire that person again. And they got you fired twice.
Fired
not
twice.
But twice.
You had a whole head coaching job in the NFL.
Yeah, but he ended up somewhere. He ended up as the defensive coordinator for the Bears. Yeah. So how bad could it have been? Maybe he's not head coach. He's not head coach. You know, he don't have that criteria to be a head coach. But maybe that assistant defense or that defensive coordinator job fits him better.
No one willingly gives up a head coaching job in this league. No one really, when you're the guy galvanizing men, no one gives that up willingly, like at all. Look at Mike Tomlin. Like, people been trying to get rid of Mike Tomlin for at least 2 seasons now. You think Mike Tomlin just gonna be like, you know what? I ain't head coach material. That man ain't do that.
Yeah, but the Pittsburgh Steelers is a totally different mechanism than the Saints is.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, overall, no one's like, say, man, really head coach? That's not me. If you're offered the chance, you take it.
How many times were the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs since Tomlin's been there?
Every year.
How many times were the Saints in the playoffs since what's his name was there?
No years.
We ain't been in the playoffs in the past 4 years.
So that tells you who's a good motherfucking coach and who isn't.
That's true, but people don't turn down the job. It pretty much look at.
It wasn't that he turned it down; it was taken away from him. He was let go.
He was,
and no other team in the NFL was going to give a losing coach another job as a head coach. So he was delegated to be a defensive coordinator.
Let me put it this way: he didn't get another job because of that Atlanta shit. When Jameis scored and you threw your team under the bus, I knew that was his last head coaching job. Bro, you're not a leader of men.
That was bad. That's bad.
Your rival.
That is.
You're kicking the shit out of your rival. Okay, Jay, that's you kicking the shit out of the Bills. And your coach getting mad because you're kicking the shit out of the Bills. Then apologize. That's your coach. Go apologize to the Bills coach. How would you feel about that shit for kicking the shit out of your rivals?
I mean, we different in New York though. We would want to put them in the grave.
We're the same in New Orleans. The only person, because I think he's from Atlanta, Dennis Allen. Maybe it's his home because it's his hometown team getting his face kicked in. I know he's from Georgia. That he's the only person that didn't feel that way. Everybody in New Orleans was happy with that ass whooping. We know we wasn't making it to the playoffs, but we whipped that ass. It's like Ohio State, Michigan. You can lose every game, but do not get swept by the Falcons. That's what it is.
And that's what it came down to. And that's bad. I mean, it's such a bad look. Like, all right, one, I can see why Arthur Smith flipped out, but you ain't seen him since either. But with you beating Atlanta, that's what guaranteed him getting his job back that following season. Because at the end of the day, when we was looking at, all right, we ain't gonna make the playoffs, but we can at least do this. All right, we might buy you some time. It'll buy you some time. I didn't think he was gonna finish the year out anyway, because when he came out with that pressure, putting people under the bus, talking about, yeah, well, we called this, but the team decided to do that. Can't do that in the presser, bro. You gotta do that behind closed doors. You gotta put them in together and be like, say, bro, I appreciate y'all doing it, but y'all did it. That's, whatever, and move on from it. Or you could have been like, you know what? Next question. Like you could have went up in there and said, say, man, that's for us to discuss, and left it at that. But no, you got to come up in here being all soft about it. Oh, Anthony wrote us real quick.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Hang in there, Anthony.
Yep,
you just had Father's Day, man. You got to show up.
Yeah, it's all right. Right, it's all right. Hey, man, it's all right. I forgot you was up there, honestly. And I don't. I forgot that. But let's get into the NBA Finals a little bit, and then we can circle back to the football. What your thanks about this Game 7? Are you excited about this Game 7?
Oh, man, I am so excited for this game, man. Like, it's been so up and down. Bruh, I literally... Now, I'll start real quick.
Anthony said the NBA is rigged.
I'm gonna share my quick thoughts. Like, the NBA this year has been lackluster. Like, I appreciate what they're doing with these incentives, putting in these play-in tournaments and in-season tournaments and making us try to care. But overall, like, it's not gonna be the product it is until you make the players play. But as far as this NBA championship, with all the chips on the line, everything in there, having these two franchises, and I mean, it's really small towns. And you know what? I'm gonna do an early shout out to the city of Oklahoma, because the moment them people got a team, and they had our team, because when Chris Paul got drafted, Hurricane Katrina started. He had to play his first season in Oklahoma. Then people took in the Hornets and loved them as their own. So huge shout out to that community for sticking with basketball. Like, and since then, the franchise that they actually have been rewarded with 2 finals appearances. Hopefully they'll compete for a championship with a chance to get one on Sunday. But overall, this has been the heavyweight fight that the NBA has needed. That the NBA didn't even know that it needed. Like, it may be 2 middle of the crowd, small market teams, but this is what the NBA needs. Like, you got a guy on Indiana fighting through it, competing. It was reported that dude wouldn't play Game 6. Not only did he play Game 6, but he was impactful. And on the other side, with Oklahoma being young bulls out there. I mean, balling. It's you making your mistakes, and this last game, it's like, you know what, bro, we're in a building, we getting smoked. These people up there fighting for their tomorrow. Like, kudos to this to this round. Like, the championship round has been everything you want. If you are an NBA fan, it's everything you want out of it.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like that. I'm like, I get to watch it on my birthday. That's the greatest birthday purchase I get to do. I get to watch it Sunday on my birthday. So it'll be a champion on Mo's birthday and the podcast birthday. It will be one. And I said, yes, I prayed. I said, I need a Game 7. I need something to do on my birthday. Something to watch on my birthday.
You're supposed to be spending time with wifey.
Oh, man, look, that's what 12 midnight on Sunday is. When someone they come from Saturday to Sunday, I'm bringing in 40 with 40 shots. And I ain't talking about liquor.
We ain't talking about liquor.
I ain't talking about liquor. I'm bringing it in with 40 back shots. I'm telling you right now. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm planning on doing.
Get your vitamins. Get your vitamins.
Get your vitamins, AR. I mean, HR, not AR. She better come through with AR if I keep talking.
Yeah, I was gonna say you keep talking, she gonna be bust down the door with the AR. Shit.
That's my plan. You know, I'm gonna have a nice night, magical night with the missus. I'm gonna go rehydrate. And I'm gonna watch the NBA Finals on Sunday.
Hydrate. Woo!
It's like a fight. You gotta rehydrate afterwards, man. You gotta rehydrate.
To bounce off what Doc was saying, to me, I feel the playoffs was lackluster. I think that it's boring. I don't find it exciting, and I find it that maybe in a way it is a kind of a little fix because of them helping Oklahoma earlier. Because honestly, you know, Indiana was gonna fucking sweep their asses. Let's keep it real. And they got helped out. They got helped out.
I don't know.
Which pushed it to 7.
Well, I think even a gentleman's sweep, it was looking like that in the beginning, and then it turned. It looked like it was gonna be, and it turned.
Yeah, but did it turn because of gameplay, or did it turn because of referee play?
But definitely when it was in OKC, Game 5 was definitely was ref play.
Game 5 was definitely that. But Game 1,
now ain't no way you lose, then win, then lose. It's too much back and forth.
Yeah.
I don't know because to me, Indiana is really showing what they've shown for their entire playoff run. Like they've been a team of resilience. Teams has been putting these people away, and they just keep competing. They don't go away. They don't.
But it isn't Halliburton. If it wasn't for Pascal, if it wasn't for Siakam, Indiana would have lost.
But
games ago.
Well, he got hurt though.
Yeah.
Halliburton got hurt though.
But that's even before he got hurt.
Well, Game 1 was Halliburton. Game 1 was Halliburton. Like, let's be real. Halliburton did his thing in Game 1. Now, Game 2, Game 3, you got me. Yeah.
But Game 1 was so out of pocket. Then people had 19 turnovers in the first half. Say, man, the game got so out of pocket, I just stopped paying attention. And then before you know it, I get back into it with the last couple of minutes, and then I'm like, damn, these people that came back. And then I couldn't get into it again because at that time I was worn out. I actually missed the last part of Game 1. When I look and seeing what I missed, I'm like, how did this happen? Because then people they had 24 turnovers that game. I'm like, say, man, you're not supposed to win a game like that. But again, playing on to OKC's inexperience in a championship round, because you might want to say that Indiana's inexperienced, but a lot of these guys, they came from other franchises. Siakam, a player who came from a championship team in Toronto, in the 19 Toronto team, he's been around the block. And with Halliburton is not drafted. He came into this franchise. He came from Sacramento. Sacramento was putting together a nice young core. So the way that the Pacers are built, they're built with talent that's going to come together and say, hey, man, look, this is what we would do in these moments to close out games. They've been really resilient. Like, kudos if they could get this championship. Like, I won't even feel bad if they didn't, because you really would have to beat these people to get rid of them. Like this, they need to
stop. They need to stop comparing SGA to Michael Jordan too, because Michael Jordan would have never went to a Game 7.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
I heard Kobe. He more like Kobe.
Not even. I don't even think he's Kobe.
No, when I say Kobe, I think he's a relentless scorer. And like, if you're gonna say out of the two, if you want to pick the two, he's closer to Kobe than Jordan. He's not fucking Jordan. He's not Jordan.
Right. Yeah, I don't know where the Jordan comparison would come from, because SGA to to me, I'm not comparing him to anybody. I'm looking at SGA as his own man, and he's carrying his own legacy. Like, clearly he deserved this MVP. Like, that's 100% his. He earned it. And I'm waiting for him to have his moment. Like, he's shown up, and I give him one. I give him game one. I give him game three. The rest of the series, I'm still kind of I'm debating. But overall, I'm like, you know what? I'm not mad. And he came up the right way.
I'm gonna be real with you. SGA reminds me of a bigger Allen Iverson without the handles. That's what he reminds me of. Without the handles, the inside game, to get into the hole. It reminds me of him without the handles. If Iverson,
but Allen Iverson would have put it on you though. And I don't see SGA. I don't see SGA taking over a game.
He don't have that aggression about him.
Well, but he does take over games with the damn free throw. James Harden mixed with Allen Iverson. He get to the damn free throw line like James Harden. He'll get you 30 just because he got 20 free throws.
Because of the free throws. So I'll give him that. But right now, if you talk about like Kobe and AI, like you got to have aggression when you mention these guys, because these guys will literally, they will will you to a win. I've watched Kobe win the singular game against y'all. Like Kobe said, I ain't going out with no sweep, man. You could call it whatever. Shaq could be pissed off. I don't care. I don't give two rats craps. Say, man, give me this ball. We gonna win one of these games. I've seen Kobe do that.
I mean, Shea is averaging 30 a game. I mean, he's averaging 30.5 a game.
Because the free throws. It's not because of him just being super aggressive about it. Like, he gonna get his. Because if looking at OKC, yes, he is the option, but he has help. Like, but overall, if you watching the series, someone taking over and saying, guess what? Either we gonna go on me or lose on me. It's been Halliburton. It's been 100% Halliburton.
Yeah, but Halliburton been too damn inconsistent. I need him to be consistent.
I know.
Like I said, if it wasn't for Pascal Siakam, they would have lost the New York series.
They would have.
So that's what I'm saying. Halliburton isn't as nice as people say. Yes, does he score? But if he didn't have Pascal Siakam on his team, he'd be on vacation right now in Cancun.
So you look at it, Pascal is averaging 19, Halliburton is averaging 14 in the finals. Well, 15. You can round it up to 20 for Pascal and 15 for Halliburton.
Yeah, so where are you seeing that Halliburton is the man there?
You can look at his assist numbers though.
Because he's the person that's always involved. Like either you go, like you're winning because he's there.
Siakam will be the MVP. The winner, whoever goes off in Game 7, will be the MVP for Indiana. If Indiana wins, if it's Pascal, it's gonna be Pascal. If Halliburton has a monster game coming off an injury, you got to give it to him. They're gonna give it to him because he's coming off a calf injury, and he drops 30.
If Halliburton could get 20, if he could get 25, if he could get 25 and above, the MVP is his.
Yeah, and you look at it like,
but that's even if Indiana wins.
That's what we said. If Indiana wins, but if like this, we could go for both teams. It's a legacy game for Halliburton. This makes you be from a star to a superstar. It's Halliburton's team.
But if you think about it, if you really think about it, if Indiana wins, there's two people that you can give the MVP to.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? But if Oklahoma wins it, it's going to SGA.
We know that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was doing Indiana first. Like for Indiana, it has to be. Like I said, I'm challenging Halliburton. I want to know if you're a superstar or you just a glorified role player. I need to know. This is how you differentiate a star from a superstar. Just game 7. You go out there, you take that damn MVP. Fuck it. We go down with the ship. So It's like, it's on me. Give me the ball. It's no deferring to Pascal. I want to take this home. That's what we need to see out of him. And this Halliburton is you.
And this will wipe the slate. I don't want to say wipe the slate clean, but I think this will leave that bad taste in everyone's mouth about it. Because I don't got no problem with Pops Halliburton, cheering your son on, bro. But you can't be out on the floor like you competed. Like, that's what kind of taints their run for me. Minus that one thing, Indiana has been fantastic to watch. Because you did get rid of a Greek Freak. Greek Freak, he won him a trophy. You went through a New York, up and coming New York. And, New York still trying to find a coach behind it. Like, hopefully they do. Because I'm kind of tired of hearing.
I don't get why they fired a coach.
I don't get that either, but
and don't have a backup plan. That's stupid.
That's
no, their backup plan was Jason Kidd. And why would Jason Kidd leave the number 1 pick?
Fuck no.
I mean, I don't know, but I honestly thought they had in the bag. I thought they, at least tamper to a degree and be like, "Say, man, we got you." Like,
think about the starting 5 Dallas is going to have next to the Knicks starting 5.
Cooper Flag, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis. That's gonna be ridiculous.
That's gonna be ridiculous.
It's gonna be pretty bad for people in the West.
Well, I promise you.
And you got homeboy that just came from the fucking Klay Thompson.
Well, the ghost of Klay Thompson anyway. But I'm gonna tell you this: if I'm the Dallas Mavericks, I'm gonna see how the Milwaukee Bucks, how bad they want Cooper Flag. I would trade Cooper Flag for fucking Giannis straight up. Here you go. Start over. I'm giving you a star. Give me Giannis, and you have the best backcourt.
They ain't gonna trade him straight up. You're gonna have to trade Cooper Flag and a couple of picks for Giannis.
Because think about this: you have the best front court ever. You will have fucking Anthony Davis and Giannis. Who is scoring on that team?
Ain't nobody scoring out there. There's no scoring there.
I'm like, you're not going.
He don't even have to put. AD can literally chip in 14 a night.
I don't think Giannis is going anywhere.
That's what I would do. I would dangle Cooper Flag in front of him. I'm like, hey, you want to start over? Giannis don't really want to be here. Send him to Dallas with no state tax.
I don't know. I think Giannis.
No
state
tax,
done
baby.
with people.
I would tell Giannis no state tax. Come on, baby.
Giannis been frustrated for a minute. Like, you can see it in his body language.
Chet Holmgren too tall to get in the game and score. But I said this about Chet Holmgren before. I'm like, too light to ass. Chet Holmgren is not he's a 4. Really a 3. He's really a 3, masquerading as a 4 because he's tall as shit.
That's the only thing too. They put him there because of his height, and he's not. You can't put him at 5, man. Like, I get it because of the length, but who's the dude that they drafted? Because they're supposed to be the Thin Towers. It's him and somebody else.
I know they got Harkenstein from the Knicks.
I know Harkenstein out there, but Harkenstein ain't thin at all.
No, big boy.
That dude a man for real. And that's what Holmgren really just got to work on his game. Like, he got to build up that confidence. Like, it's like whatever position you play and you're not used to, that could chip away at your confidence a little bit. You ain't gonna show up. You can sit there and you can ask DeAndre Ayton or whatever he call himself, dominate. You can ask him because really the Suns should be better than what they are, but they gave up their core for whatever reason, got KD. KD really don't care. He just want to ball. I don't know why he took that stop in Phoenix because they ain't do nothing since he's been there. Like, y'all
But what has he done for Phoenix? They
That's what I'm
brought him.
saying.
They brought him in to do something for Phoenix, and he ain't done nothing.
But the thing is, they gave up their whole team to get him, so the team is flawed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all gave that dude up for no reason. Like, there was nothing that KD could have done. There's nothing KD could have done differently that would have changed the outcome, in my opinion. That's just me. Like, you could have left that man in. You could have left him in Brooklyn for all that.
Yeah,
you could score, and he ain't been scoring.
The thing is, he hasn't been healthy because he has to play the 4, and that's not KD.
And
KD's
right,
the 3.
like y'all got him outside of what he needs to do, and then you want him to save the day all the time. Like, say, man, like I'm tired of that experience. I'm tired of the experience. Get move on. Like, get rid of him for peanuts. I don't care because you ain't getting nothing.
That KD has to rest because you can't keep KD on the floor because you don't have a bench. They don't have a bench, and Bradley Beal needs to come off the bench to give the scoring punch to the bench, but he don't want to come off the bench. So I said, when I first looked at it, I said, "Ooh, Phoenix doing a thing." When I looked at their team, I'm like, "Oh shit, they don't have a bench." None.
And now they don't. Yeah, they don't have anything else. They had them players, and that was it because they put everything into KD. Like, you want KD that bad. Like, I don't blame KD because you gave him the bank. You just rolled out the Brinks truck for him. I'm not turning down the money just to do the job, just for being a name on a job. That's like my old job saying, "Come back and here's a signing bonus just for you to be up in here because we know the people gonna come here because you're here." Oh, cool. And I ain't got to do nothing because basically that's what KD doing.
Well, think about this though. Think about. I'm just saying with KD, he is the most efficient scorer we probably ever seen. He's a walking weapon, but he's not one to be on a bad team and gonna get him over the top. He gonna get his,
right?
But his things is more impactful on a good team. Like with the Thunder, he has impactful points. Like on the Warriors, he didn't touch the ball a lot with the Warriors. People like, "Oh, KD was on the Warriors, wasn't fair." KD might have touched the ball 15 times a game and hit you for 30. Don't think about that. Hit you for 30. And it's like he's at that point in his career where he's still a star. I ain't gonna say superstar anymore because I think he's getting older, long in the tooth. But he in that place that he's a piece. He's just a walking weapon. He's just a mercenary. Give him the ball when we need a bucket. That's what he is now.
And you could get that. I mean,
so it'd be a team like Houston.
Personally, I don't want to see that. I really don't, because Houston young and Houston hungry.
But all he needs is that.
I want to see a reunion with one of his teams. That's what I want to see. I want to see either OKC reunion or I want to see a Golden State reunion.
Let me tell you why I say Houston. Because they play defense enough to save KD. I think somebody's gonna play defense. Play defense to save KD, and they got the pieces. So you know what? I would trade Jalen Green and the kid Shepard they drafted in like a first round pick to get KD. I would, and it's not gonna hurt my team. It's not gonna hurt. It won't hurt them. And you got Ime Udoka because coaching KD.
I don't want to see that. I mean, I'm biased clearly because that hurts my squad.
But you think about it like this: either one you say is going to hurt your squad. He's going to the West. So
yeah.
So either one's going to hurt your squad.
But
even though the rumor is the Knicks want him too.
If I'm the Knicks, I'm trading Cat. Get out. Cat. I can't get down with a man with a lower back tribal tattoo. I'm sorry, I can't. Can't go with tramp stamp. I can't.
I ain't even know about that.
I can't.
I know people in New York calling that man sassy.
Man, when I saw the tattoo, I said, you know what? I'm done.
He ain't sassy. He's definitely zesty.
That's zesty. He passed sassy.
Yeah, he's past sassy. He's zesty.
Damn, that boy got labeled as zesty. Yeah, bro. When New York put a label on you, bro, that's it. That's a wrap for you.
I would trade Cat for him, or man, fuck it. Detroit, wake the fuck up. Go get him. We need a fucking wing. Go get him. We got enough pieces. Man, look, you can have Isaiah Stewart and somebody else.
I
Go
ain't
get
gonna
him.
lie to you. That's
Go
scary
get
hours
him.
right there.
Give me Cade Cunningham and Kevin Durant. Boy, I'm telling you, I ain't gonna never hit into my mouth. You ain't never hit into
And
my
you still
mouth.
got Ivy out there too?
Yeah, you ain't hit into my mouth. Oh no,
Yeah.
you're gonna see Detroit everywhere. You're gonna see Detroit blue. I'm getting the Kevin Durant Detroit jersey. You would see it. Like I would be like, couldn't tell me shit.
A Timu jersey?
Nah, I'm buying the real deal. If he go there, he pull this shit off. I'm buying the real jersey. Ain't no Timu jersey. Problem with
I mean, I don't see why. Like he would be interested. I don't see why he wouldn't be interested trying to go to Detroit. I mean, I understand New York is a big city, big town, but Detroit's not that small.
No, it's a big city actually.
You know what I'm saying? So he could do shit in Detroit. He could go out there and fucking sell cars and shit like that.
But fucking Anthony said the problem is trading for KD will be hard. Suns will want a big return back. They're not going to get a big return back because KD is old.
He's 36, 37, right?
Yeah, you can't get a big return back because he might retire in 2 years.
Right.
And then you think about KD should go to the Knicks or the Spurs. That's what Anthony said.
If I'm not mistaken, KD going on year 16.
See, if I was KD, I would go to the Spurs.
Oh my God.
Over New York.
Oh yeah.
Man. First of all, San Antonio already got a team on their hand. Like,
look, you can have Castle and the second overall pick. That's why I would get the Suns.
Yes, get it. Please move one of these pieces because San Antonio got a team.
Ooh.
San Antonio got a team.
If Wemby can stay healthy, and you getting the second overall pick, Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying, man. These people already got pieces in play.
They're gonna take a Detroit-like jump. They're gonna take a Detroit-like jump. Because it's a new thing to do. Build with young pieces and let them grow up. And once they grow up, you gonna be like the Thunder. That's how the Thunder made it to the finals. The Thunder was getting their head kicked in for years. Them young Bulls start growing up.
Right.
And it's over.
These people get a young core and take off. Sam Presti is a genius. Like it's not that let me rewind real quick because I think I want to say about 3 to 5 years ago, OKC, they've only won like 20 some odd games, but they still trying to establish getting their young guns. But they sat there and was like, you know what? All right, we'll compete. We'll try to do what we got to do. Then they get these guys, then they buy into what's going on, whatever coach they have, and they take off. And right now, the pieces that they have right now, it could possibly be another NBA Finals run. Like, I don't really see them people going away because last year they was the number one seed. So if you could do it, if them people coming back again with the expectation that they were going to be good, I think they're in okay shape. I don't really see them just going away because you want them to.
Right. You think about it like this, OKC still have like 15 picks in the next few drafts.
And they still got picks because, again, Sam Presti was like,
they got about like 30 picks. They got like 30 picks.
Because that was the talk. The talk a year ago was getting LeBron because LeBron was like, say, bro, whoever want me, you give me and my son. There was some point in the season, I believe that was out there.
That's not a prize though.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, well, most people would have salivated all over. They'd be like, you know what? Yeah, I think I like that. Because that would guarantee that I'm gonna get a LeBron James for at least 2 years. Sam Presti had a chance to pull the trigger on that. And then he looked at the board. No, I'm straight. I'm good. I don't need it. And so sure enough, it paid off. Because LeBron will kill your young core. Like that is well documented. LeBron look at a young core and be like, no, I don't want it. I don't like that. Get rid of it.
I mean, and the other thing is that the Lakers would have fleeced fucking Oklahoma. But like,
Right.
I want picks and I want players. You're on mute, Doc.
Man, you muted. I don't know how you reach yourself.
I don't know. He muted himself.
Yeah. Nick should be trading Cat ASAP. That's what Anthony said.
My opinion is the reason why they fired the coach was because he didn't trust his players on the bench, and he overplayed all those Villanova dudes.
Yeah, and I believe that. So, and I believe this. I believe next year, I think the NBA going to take a jump next year because I think that's going to be the end of the LeBron era. As we said, you see that funny that the we're friends era. Like that shit is going to by the wayside. We're seeing more aggression. We're seeing more fights. We're seeing more people not liking each other. And I think the NBA gonna take a big jump when LeBron retires. That bullshit. It's gonna be over.
That's how I came out with the show. Like, get rid of. I'm done. Like, say, bro, you got it. You the scoring points champion. Nobody gonna pass that. Say, bro, you got your 4 rings, you got your legacy, you got your son in there.
We'll never say nobody's gonna pass that. Eventually, somebody will pass that.
No, they got to. You know how many years they got to play? You got to have somebody play at least 20-something years.
LeBron is
somebody's gonna pass that because listen, if you really think about it, the way nutrition is now and the way the recovery is now for getting hurt, somebody could do another 20 years.
Well, unless
he retires next year, but if he keep going till he about 50, hell no, nobody gonna catch him.
LeBron came in the game straight out of high school, and the NBA got rid of that rule. So unless somebody goes to college early at 17 years old, do their year, and then get drafted, and is good enough to last 24 plus. Be relevant, then I don't see that happening unless you the second coming of Wardell Curry, Stephen Curry, because you better come into the league lighting up threes like it ain't nobody business.
Not even lighting up threes. You gotta go. You have to at least average 30-something points a game.
Even. You gotta beat Jordan's average to catch LeBron.
Yes.
So
and like Jokic, he said Jokic and Luka could pass him, but they won't play that long. But they could if they stay. Hell no, they ain't gonna pass him.
No,
they're already behind on them. He already behind.
The formula is 18 plus 24 years.
I'll take 19.
Good.
I'll take 19.
You don't even have to be great. You have to be good. Like, great is elite. You have to be good.
Yeah.
And a lot of cats, don't get me wrong, you could be in the league. You could do stuff in the league.
Numbers fall off.
Right. But some people just, they're there. They're there for the paycheck. But LeBron has been good forever. He's been elite. Great.
He's been elite
from
forever.
18 to like, I'm gonna give him from the year 8 from age 18 to year 18. Because when he got to the Lakers, I'm like,
think about this. He's still putting up elite numbers.
But yes. But you have to be good. You have to be great for 10 plus, and you have to be good for the other 10. Like, no one's doing that. Like, we could talk about nutrition and all that, but I can promise you it's going to be at least another 20. It's going to be at least another 20 before we get there.
I looked it up. They said you would need exceptional longevity, consisting of high scoring season, and a bit of luck. Specifically, they would need to average around 35 points a game, play 75 games a season, and maintain that for 15 and a half years.
All right, you
got to average 35
right there. Brothers ain't playing like that no more.
You gotta think about this. Jay, you gotta average 35 for 15 years.
Yeah, that's kind of hard.
Nah,
and you saying
like
Luka and Jokic can pass that? They already behind the 8 ball.
Like,
yeah, 35.
Like, don't get me wrong,
you,
Anthony. You're naming great players, but they have to be great for another 10 at least.
No, more than that.
To do it, to even become close, you got to average 35 for 15 years. That means you're coming in, you're averaging 35.
Yeah.
Going out, you're averaging 35.
Yeah. So
you don't understand
overall,
this.
like I said, I love LeBron. I really do. Like everything this man is about with him, off the court and with him at the beginning. Because don't get me wrong, the dude he got a bad rep for leaving, but that's the goal is you want to win. You want to win a championship, right? Some people can do it on one franchise. Some people are made like that, but overall, in the entire association, how difficult is it? Because it's only one of 5 franchises with multiple championships.
Yeah,
eliminating Boston and LA.
Think about it.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, look. Okay. Can you find out his average without the free throws?
No, we can't do that. That counts. That's points. Why would we do that? That's points.
Yeah, like, can't do that either.
That's points.
If you knocking them down, we don't really care.
How do you care? He didn't have his points at the free throw line.
Think about it. LeBron was a horrible free throw shooter, man. He wasn't a great free throw shooter. Most of that shit didn't come on free throws.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Half of that was on free throws.
It don't matter if it's free throws or no free throws. It's points.
You still gotta knock them down. Like
I just looked it up on Google. What will it take to beat LeBron James? They say you're gonna need longevity, at least 15 years, and you got to average 35 points for 15 years.
So what happens if you go 20, 25 years? What do you need to average? What do you need to average then?
Good luck, because nobody's doing that. Who does that?
Add 5 years. Divide 5 years from that. I mean, you probably still got to average 30, Jay.
Most of those dudes, most guys that still got it in them that can compete, they want to compete in the shorter season. They go to the big 3. Like the people in the big 3 still can play at the NBA level. And I'm gonna use ISO Joe as an example. Like ISO Joe, he still can get buckets. Like he's a walking bucket. That dude is the embodiment of the work ethic. In this league, today's league, I honestly believe if you put Joe on a team, I strongly believe he can give you a guaranteed average of 15. I even use Melo. If you use and Melo been out the league for what 4, 5 seasons, and I'm pretty sure he can average about 18 right now. Would he want to play in today's league? No. He ain't playing all 82. He might give you 40, maybe 35. But then people go to the big 3. Nobody's doing 20-something. No one's doing anywhere close to 20. Like you could probably get to 18, 19. You'd be like, you know what? I think I'm done. I'm out. Like you gotta be a hungry individual to want to play 20 plus. LeBron doing it for 20. That boy going into 24.
I think he's retire 24. I think he'll do it 25.
Hold up. Well, KD's at what? 18 years? 18 years?
Yeah.
KD?
Yeah.
I think KD at like 12 plus.
18. No, yeah, he's at 18.
And think about this. KD only has 30,571 points in his career. He's not catching them.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
He's not catching them. He's not catching them.
He ain't doing it.
That's the thing. And KD is a crazy scorer. Crazy. And it's almost a career in between KD and LeBron when it comes to points.
And then like they would look
career
good.
about that.
And they would look good like 6 years, but he averaged like 28 a game a season.
Gotta ramp it up. And think about this: Luka has 12,000 points, almost 13,000 points. He got to keep that up. He can't get injured. LeBron is starting getting injured till he came to the Lakers. He got to keep that up. Can't get injured.
That's what I'm saying. Like
You can't get injured.
and
I mean,
that's what
I
my
mean,
point that I was making.
I mean, Luka's like really he plays like injury anyway. He played injury. I don't think he gets injured a lot.
You got to realize LeBron was playing all 82 for most of his career.
But you have to keep it up.
You got to keep scoring.
In a league where a lot of guys, they'll look at back-to-backs and be like, you know what? I'm not doing it.
But look,
But that's the problem, is that they should be forced to play back-to-backs.
But think about this. Luka's biggest problem is LeBron James, because he's taking away points from you. Every time LeBron scores, that's more points that Luka has to do to catch him up. Until LeBron retires, there's no catching him. But think about that. If he plays to 25 years, I think that's going to be a record we will never see broken in our lifetime.
Because literally, he's rewriting the page every time he scores. Like he's already number one, and he's still playing.
It keeps going. It keeps going. See, Kareem stopped after that last year. He broke the record. Kareem stopped.
Well, LeBron ain't number one.
So that's the thing. You have to score average 35, and if you keep going, you might have to average 40. If you keep going, it's like LeBron has to get hurt one whole year and play like 10 games that year for you to have a shot. If he plays 70 games, think about how many he can score in 70 games.
Going to year 24. This man here,
and then let's say if he played year 25, it's a whole nother season.
Like
you're not going to catch that, man.
Yeah, bro. Like y'all gonna wrap that one up. Like
you got to come in like Eric said. You got to come in at 18, 19 years old, just running and gunning.
And you gotta be lighting it up, like
and stay healthy.
And stay healthy.
And stay healthy. You got to come up in here. You got to convince the coach to make the offense run through you. You have to score. And people don't foul LeBron just no ticky tack. Nobody just touch this dude. Like people be putting their body weight on this dude because the dude's 6'8", 260 plus. Mm-hmm. Like who's stopping? Like you literally got. It would take two of me to slow this man, to slow him down.
Bro, put it this way: I'm only 10 pounds bigger than LeBron. I'm only 10 pounds bigger than LeBron James. So think about somebody 6'8" in my weight. That's a big motherfucker. I can tell you that.
Well, I know who's stopping them. It's the refs.
Listen, a nice shot in the nuts will stop your ass.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how big you are.
The boy from Dallas, that little dude from Dallas stopped his ass. But yeah, man, I'm like, that's a record that we might see that's never broken in our lifetime. We're not saying it won't be broken, but I don't think it's gonna be broken in our lifetime because, dude, you got Cooper Flag might be the closest to doing it if he come in running and gunning because he's like 19. You have to be a teenager to start.
He got to come out on fire. Like that dude got to come out.
Because he already a year behind.
Next topic.
No, he won't say next topic.
I'm tired of LeBron James. Talking about LeBron James is like talking about the Cowboys. Like, why?
That topic we almost finished, man.
LeBron's still relevant. Like, I'll give him that.
I'm laughing. He said next topic. We didn't talk about a myriad of topics. Next topic. This is not football season. We got all.
All right. I have a question.
Good.
Does one ring make you a true Hall of Famer?
ring, if you got one ring and you got stats to back it up, hell yeah, it makes you a
Yes.
Hall of Famer.
Yes.
Okay, so does Giannis one ring overpower Aaron Donald one ring?
It's two different sports.
The sports. I'm like,
I,
if you want to see
I
who had a bigger impact, hell yeah, Giannis ring did. Because Giannis put that motherfucker on his back. It was,
he-
you understand? He was averaging like 50 in the
like
finals.
that man was berserk in his championship run. And
When
I'm not trying to sit and play on
and
Donald.
Giannis,
I'm not trying to play on that man. But literally, if we're one play away, that's one play away from Shiesty getting the ring versus him getting the ring.
yeah. If all Shiesty had to do was throw it up 1 second quicker, and Aaron Donald wouldn't have had the ring because Chase was wide open.
Right. Like
Yep.
he could have bust that John open. So all right, I get it. But overall impact, looking at the
Giannis.
sport,
Giannis
Giannis championship run out
was
of the
ridiculous.
two. Yeah.
Because think
Giannis
about
was
it,
going
he was
nuts.
saved by a toe. Because we be talking about KD right now. He
We
was
would.
saved by a fucking toe. The winner
Like-
that round was winning the championship anyway. So KD said got beat by a toe. And then Giannis went crazy in overtime. And then Giannis the next series went crazy.
He just was there. Like
This man was
after
getting
game
like
one,
50 points and 20 rebounds and 10 assists. Man, that shit was ridiculous. That was a ridiculous run.
after game one, when he seen what DeAndre Ayton had, the boy looked him in his soul. The boy
Took his
looked him in
heart.
his eyes. He's like, all right, I understand it now. That man Giannis said, you know what? He went to lethal shooter mode. I understand it now. That was it. That's all she wrote. Gentlemen,
That man
He put that team on his back.
Think about it. He single-handedly destroyed DeAndre Ayton's career.
literally.
He wasn't the same after that.
This man still trying to soul search for himself.
He took a brother's soul. He took a soul. And I mean, he stopped Chris Paul from winning the championship. He took souls that game. And all he had was Chris Middleton and a bunch of bombs with him. Let's be real with it, bro. He put
that team on his back, and he said, "We winning this shit."
Aaron Donald had Jalen Ramsey. He had fucking defense. He had OBJ on one side, Cooper Kupp on the next, and he had Matthew Stafford.
And Matt Stafford.
He had help.
And
he had a lot of help.
Still slinging his thing.
I'll put it this way. Giannis had one of the most unbelievable title runs I have ever seen. But I'm just mad it was just one season. I thought he was going to be the next Shaq. I thought there'd be a
it's not like Giannis
dominant.
disappeared.
I
It's
know what I'm
just
saying. Just think about it. We all thought after that run, we did a show, that was the next Shaq. The level of dominance we seen, it seemed like lately he not motivated.
Because he's not. Look who his coach is.
Yeah, Doctor. Mediocre Rivers.
I only don't think it's Doc Rivers is the problem there. I think it's the team they built around him doesn't help him the way they should help him.
And then Dame Lillard does not look like the same Dame Lillard.
No, they got Dame Lillard. That's the Dame Lillard that's on his way out. They didn't have the Dame Lillard that when he first came into the league. If they would have had that Dame Lillard, it would have been a different story.
If he could get Logo Lillard, I promise you it'd be that. But he's not happy in Milwaukee. None of them are. No one's really happy in Milwaukee, and I'm tired of looking at it.
Yeah, I think they need to trade both Lillard and Giannis. They'll get a lot for him.
I think that's what they're missing. That really, honestly, they shouldn't have got rid of the first coach. Like when they got rid of the first coach, it's like,
why? Y'all were winning. Y'all were winning.
They were winning.
They had the best record in the NBA. And you fired the coach because he wants Dame Lillard to play defense?
Wow. Yeah. So good luck with that.
And you
So
get mediocre Rivers. I don't even call him a Rivers. He is a puddle. He ain't Doc
You
Rivers. He's Doc Puddle because it's a puddle.
you know that
That's what it is.
they contacted the Knicks and gave them permission, and the Knicks ownership said no, thank
No,
you, we're not interested.
no,
hey, bro,
no.
freaking terrible,
No.
bro.
I guarantee you, Doc Rivers is the only river you can't drown in. Guarantee you. I fucking it.
Bro, you ain't
Doc
lying.
All right, okay. Here's one. Okay, so would you rather have 4 MVPs and 0 rings, or 1 MVP and 1 ring?
What sport am I playing? That's what I want to know. Because MVP is
NFL.
way different in the NFL. Give me the fucking ring. Shit. And the 1 MVP. That's the NFL. I get the Hall of Fame with that. If I got good numbers.
True, I would take that one too.
Give me the 1 MVP and the one championship. Because the NBA, I got to do more than that.
Yeah, as we see, because fucking LeBron is still crying that he's not the GOAT.
Yeah, the NBA got a regular order. I get 1 NFL MVP, I could be great. Look, Eli Manning never won an MVP, but won 2 titles and going in the fucking. He might be going to the Hall of
About to
Fame.
be inducted to the Hall of Fame.
That's why I say, what sport am I playing? So, Doc, which one you take?
I got some. All right, go ahead. I got something to bring up, and I want to see what your guys take is.
I would literally take the championships. Like MVPs, cool. That means I showed up every day. But overall, you competed for championships. Give me the championship. Because championship, no one's taking that away from me.
But the 1 ring and the 1 MVP is Drew Brees. I think he won MVP.
Super Bowl. He won Super Bowl MVP.
Super
He
Bowl
didn't win regular
MVP.
season.
He don't have a regular season MVP. Aaron Rodgers robbed him because he had the better team.
And Drew Brees, not Drew Brees, and Peyton Manning robbed him. You got
so Aaron Rodgers has 1 MVP and 1 Super Bowl. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So the other person with the 4 MVPs and no ring is Lamar Jackson. I understand if it happens.
I'm just being real. Like Lamar might make it to the Hall of Fame, might not. But Lamar needs to win.
He wins 1 championship. He's a lock-in with them 4 MVPs.
I'm gonna put it this way: he's a first ballot Hall of Fame if he wins a championship.
I think so. Yeah,
first ballot.
I think so even now, with the 4 MVPs, he'll be first ballot.
So right now, he's MVP because of his passing or because of his running?
Both.
It doesn't matter. He got MVP.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, I'm gonna put it this way: both, because he's still putting up close to 4,000 yards, and he's putting up close to 1,000 yards rushing. That is ridiculous.
I'm about to tell you, bro. Like
last year, he didn't win it. Last year, he didn't win MVP, but that was better than his MVP years.
Not a quarterback. Yeah. I'll take that 4K in the air.
Think about this. Are we gonna have this conversation about Josh Allen? I'm saying, are we?
Nope.
Is it about rushing or passing? Because he didn't deserve that MVP last year.
He didn't.
He's a passer though.
He
passed.
No, he didn't. Lamar Jackson passed for more than Josh Allen did last
year. And more touchdowns.
And more touchdowns and less interceptions.
Yeah, some haters. That's all it is.
He got holes.
Got holes. The numbers is in the numbers are on paper.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson should have won MVP. The only one that should have been close to winning the MVP over him was Saquon Barkley.
Lamar Jackson had a team. Josh Allen didn't have nobody. He did it on his own.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. That's how.
No,
Tom Brady won it. Tom Brady won MVP, right?
If I remove Josh Allen from the Bills are still great. If I take Lamar Jackson,
whoa.
Again, I'm not mincing words here. If I remove Josh Allen from the Bills are still great. If I remove Lamar Jackson from Baltimore is pedestrian.
Nah, if you move Josh Allen from the Bills, then great.
Think about this. Here's the numbers. Lamar Jackson last year had 4,100 passing yards, 41 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. You heard that? 41 and 4. Well, let's go to Josh Allen, man.
Man, that was such a
MVP number. That's MVP number. That's not even his rushing yards, man.
I feel bad for you, sir. Here's this MVP award. Give me.
Josh Allen had 3,700 yards, 28 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
Lamar got hosed. The MVP should have went to. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Lamar. Lamar got his 2, but Saquon should have got that. Like
that should have been the 3-peat.
Yeah,
that should have been a trifecta. It really should have been.
But think about this: the running back got more passing yards than the quarterback. Since you like to always call this man a running back, this man got a better interception ratio, touchdown ratio, better passing yards, but he's not a passer. Give me that running back. I'll take him right now.
I was about to tell you. I can guarantee there's 30 teams. There's at least 30 teams. I'm sorry. There's at least 29 teams that'll tell you that.
The only teams won't take him is fucking the Chiefs and the Bengals.
The Chiefs, Bengals, and Buffalo.
Yeah. The only team that's not taking him. Everybody else gonna say, "Man, I'll take you, Lamar."
Yeah, easy.
But look, he's a running back, right? He's a running back.
Talking about, man.
Let's go to Josh Allen rushing stats. Let's go to the rushing stats to see who was really the running back. Like, I'm just saying, man, that's crazy.
Like, and for some strange reason, Patty Mack is this man kryptonite. This man cannot be. This man can't beat Patrick Mahomes in the championship game to save his life. I'll put a gun to his head. Say, bro, beat Patrick Mahomes in this championship game or your life is over. That man life over.
Josh Allen had 631 yards rushing and 8 touchdowns.
Come on,
Lamar had over 1,000.
Yeah.
And Lamar getting 1K while throwing 4 of them in the air.
With 4,000 in the air, with less interceptions.
Come on, man. This old give me MVP, man.
Tell me who's MVP now.
Say, bro, and I don't got nothing against Josh Allen. I really don't. Like, besides this little incident where he was at Wyoming, okay, whatever. Everybody got their moment. Just don't bring it up to Baltimore because Baltimore is a.
Nah, he didn't get 1,000 last year. He got 695 yards. Still more yards than Josh Allen rushing, and 3 less touchdowns with 5 touchdowns rushing because he was slinging the ball, and he had Derrick Henry
out here slinging with King Henry in the background in the backfield.
So he got more passing yards, more rushing yards, but Josh Allen's the MVP.
So if you're starting your own team, are you picking Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen?
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
I'm not going to say it without blanking. I'll say it without blanking. Lamar has more success. I think he has more success than Josh Allen at this time. I'm going to take a person who won the MVP, 3 times or 4 times, or somebody who just won it once. With no champion, they both have no championships because they can't beat Patty Mack. Neither if I'm playing the Chiefs. I'm getting Tom Brady out of retirement if I'm playing the Chiefs or Jalen Hurts. What if I'm playing Patty Mack? Or Joe Burrow. If I'm playing Patty Mack. It's the only people that can beat them in the playoffs. I mean, I see if you have one win the Super Bowl, then it'll be tough, but I'm taking Lamar Jackson. I'll take my chances on Lamar. Josh Allen, the start of his career was inconsistent. Lamar always been going up with no receivers. You want to talk about no receivers? What receivers did Lamar Jackson have?
Zay Flowers.
Well, I mean,
slot machine.
I mean, like if you're throwing the ball like 8 yards, 8 yards if you play it
Nah,
works.
you don't get
It's
4,100 throwing 8 yards.
Yes, you do.
That man was throwing the ball
Yes,
down
you
the
do.
field. Trust me, I had the tight end likely. He was throwing that bitch down the field. Because man was getting
We
50-yard
all
touchdowns.
we all know Lamar Jackson cannot throw the ball deep.
Can't throw the ball deep.
Huh?
I've seen Zay Flowers catching plenty of deep passes. Rashad Bateman caught a few deep passes.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Yeah,
Lamar
he
hate don't look good
they
on
catch
you.
for a first down and then run it. And then they run all the way
Don't
down.
matter. Don't matter. That's passing yards, brother.
Exactly.
Like,
That's what I'm saying. 8 yards a pop.
you're not doing 8 yards a pop, man. Look at his average. The average will tell you how many he threw. His average will tell you. He has 119 quarterback rating. I'll tell you that. His longest 84 of last year. He threw an 84-yard touchdown. You gonna tell me that was an 8-yard thing? Somebody ran it 70 yards down the field?
Of course not. Just
Why
kidding.
did
He just sitting here and can't
why
let the
did
man
see
be
on?
great.
I need to
He's just never liked Lamar, so he's gonna keep hating on him this year like he did last year.
Oh
And
yeah.
man, he got him a quarterback. He don't know how to act now.
Bro.
Worry about your quarterback.
Where about yours? First of all,
Don't
Gino
worry
sucks.
about mine. Don't worry about
Gino
mine.
sucks.
That's what I'm saying. Worry about your quarterback.
Justin gonna show up this year. Boy, Justin, I can guarantee you Justin gonna play out that man gonna play out his mind this year. I see. Nah, for real. I always say it every year, but y'all legit gonna give Buffalo the blues this year. I honestly believe y'all gonna compete for the division this year.
Hopefully,
I believe that. I believe that with the entirety of my heart.
would be nice.
Y'all deserve
All
something.
right. What I want to bring up, and I have to because it's starting to get ridiculous, and I brought it up. I think it was the last time me and Mo were on here.
Wait, before you start, Jay, I just want to let you know the averages of passing yards. Okay. Josh Allen had 7.7 average yards per play. So average passing yards for Josh Allen is 7.7. You want to know Lamar Jackson? 8.8. Thank you. I just want to tell you. Thank you.
1 yard.
Again,
What the hell?
doesn't
Really?
matter.
1 yard?
That means Lamar Jackson per average is throwing the ball deeper than Josh Allen.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody here can run
Oops.
8 yards
Oops.
for a catch.
Oops. And then Josh Allen is throwing it for 7. Oops. Last time I checked, 8 is bigger than 7.
Josh Allen's a better passer than Lamar. I don't care what anybody say.
He don't have more passing yards.
All
He
right.
doesn't have a better quarterback rating. He doesn't have a better interception to touchdown ratio. He threw more interceptions than Lamar Jackson. He threw less touchdowns than Lamar Jackson. What else do we need to see?
No one's gonna take it from you, Anthony.
Okay, so every seen Lamar Jackson win MVP back to back ain't doing anything. Who cares? Lamar Jackson ain't win that ring.
So did Josh Allen. Josh Allen didn't win a ring.
You're right.
Your argument really is not good.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the point to come.
Bro, I'm not wait. Before we get back to Jay, because I want Jay to get the point across. Women lie, men lie. Numbers don't lie.
I was about to say, we're willing here. We're willing. Are we going to get there?
Look, I really was trying to see if you were right about Josh Allen. Nope. I'm sorry. Nope.
Go ahead, Hater.
Before we gotta roll out in a second. So come on, Hater, get your.
All right, what I brought up, and I brought it up the last time that me and Mo were on, is the Caitlin Clark Reese situation.
Oh.
And I want to hear your guys' take on the situation.
Well, you got mine already, so yeah, y'all go. Y'all too.
Well, I've always thought their rivalry has been manufactured because it's no different from any competitor stance, any competitor, they're gonna want to compete. They're not gonna sit here and go away. Like, I don't see them being malicious toward each other. I don't see Caitlyn squaring up with nobody. Caitlyn goes out there and balls. Like, she respects the sport, she respects the game. She don't take anything from anybody. And the same with Angel. Like, no, she's not this prolific scorer, but she's efficient at what she does. Like, she gets boards and she knows. I mean, she's gonna get a putback because I mean she's bigger than most of her competition. Especially from when I watched her in college, because I haven't watched her in the WNBA.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's two different positions, so I don't understand why we always measuring up. Like, they play completely two different positions, and one is more of a scorer than the other. Like, the other one is very athletic, but Caitlyn,
but do you feel the comment made by Reese that they watched that WNBA because of her as well? Do you feel that that's a fair statement to say? Because I don't see anybody watching the WNBA for a rebounder.
Right.
If you're a scorer, you're going to watch that person score. And it's proof in the numbers, because every time Caitlin Clark comes into your town, the people come out to watch.
You're going to watch that. So,
but when she got hurt and they went to Chicago, they were selling tickets for $4 a pop. So you can't tell me that people are watching the WNBA for Reese.
Well, no, people now
not solely. I would say not solely. I think she does. Some people do watch it for Reese. You got Angel Reese lovers. You got Angel Reese haters. People want to see her fail. Some people want to see her succeed. Both of them contributes. It's that Clark contributes more. That's what I can say.
I would want Angel to kind of work on. I want her to develop like a good post game. Like, if she could develop her footwork and her post, I think that would help her out a lot. Because to me, and I don't watch specifically her in the pros, but if she could get all these boards should somewhat match at least half of her points. But
a lot of her boards are because of her missed layups.
And I mean, I don't, like I say, I don't watch. I don't really know. I don't know if that's more of a defensive scheme or if it's if she really not focusing on putting the ball in the basket. Because if she focused, like, if you stop rushing, like, you can get that easily. Because only thing you got to do, get a good move, get a good pump, foul, get to the line. Mm-hmm. And if you're not a great free throw shooter, then I can rag you all day. But if you're at some point, say, bro, you could be like, say, you can easily time your jump and get the ball away from her. Or if you're strong enough, you can poke it away from her. So she's gonna do it, and you're watching film on her. And if it's, I don't know, if you're an analytics person, you're gonna be like, okay, 65% of her shots or whatever, at that first goal, she's gonna go at this part, and she's gonna miss and come from a board. You can easily be like, don't fall for it, and be like, boop, get that out of there. A teammate there, let's run. But she's still being dominant on the boards. Like, she's great at rebounding. She's been great at rebounding since
she's great at me bounding.
Yeah, me bounding. That's one. I'm just saying,
because it's true. If you don't watch her, I've watched games.
I watch.
You know what I'm saying? And she misses a lot of shots, and she gets a lot. She gets a lot of her own rebounds, and I give it to her. She's a good rebounder, but she's not. I can't see where her statement is true. Where people watch the WNBA because of her. They watch to see her antics. They don't watch it to see her. Where people watch, you know what I'm saying? People watch the WNBA to see Caitlin Clark shoot that three.
Let me put it this way: you said they watch her antics. What's the key word in that sentence you said?
Antics?
They watch. No, they watch.
Mm-hmm.
They still watching. They might not be watching to see her play, but they still tuning in to see. Let's see if Angel Reese missed all these. It's still eyes on the product. That's all the WNBA wants. So to me, if you look at it, Angel Reese is a bigger social media star than Caitlin Clark. That brings eyes on the product. The more you put yourself
no. See, that's the problem.
That
Angel
brings
Reese,
eyes on the product. But
Angel Reese should focus more on her on the fashion
That's
stuff.
her brand. That's her brand, dude. But I'm like, that brings
but that doesn't bring eyes to that doesn't bring eyes to the game. That brings eyes to Reese.
Yeah, but if you like Reese, you're gonna check her out. If she say, "Hey, my game is here," let me see if it's on. Even if it's for 5 minutes, it counts as a watch.
So
they're gonna watch.
We don't believe in 2020 era that social media doesn't have an impact on anyone's organization, anyone's sport.
We just had a person come on last night.
The
importance of social media.
You're right, but what shows you that she doesn't have such a great impact is it when Caitlin Clark comes into Chicago, they go into the United Center and they play their games, but when she's not in town, they play in the other arena.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not saying I said, Caitlin Clark has a bigger base, but you telling me out of 5 million followers of Angel Reese on Instagram, I'm looking right now, that 1 million of them ain't watching for her?
I think they watch what she's wearing. They don't watch the product.
I think they do. I'm saying some people are fans of Angel Reese, so they'll watch her games, whatever. They got the haters that watch too, to laugh and poke fun at Angel Reese for missing shots. That's still eyes on the product, but it's not the same. I'm saying Caitlin Clark, of course, she's like Stephen Curry, and Angel Reese is like, give me a boring fucking player like Kawhi Leonard. Shit. She's like Kawhi Leonard. Nobody fucking goes to watch Kawhi Leonard anymore.
Angel Reese is fucking Dennis Rodman. That's what Angel Reese is. She's Dennis Rodman.
Jay, I'm not talking about the fucking comparison. I'm saying boring player. She's boring as a player if you watch it. I'm not talking about the comparison of, we know she's Dennis Rodman and people watch Dennis Rodman. And Dennis Rodman was a boring ass player except when he did antics.
Yep.
Exactly. But that's what brings the eyes to the game is the antics, not her gameplay.
I think the WNBA don't care.
They need all the help they can get.
They just want eyes. They say, keep your antics, Angel Reese. Fight. Do this, do that, because it's on SportsCenter. When she got her hair pulled and she was fighting, that was more than the game we saw. We just saw Angel Reese about to fight. And people's like, oh, but maybe I tune in, maybe she fight next game. Same with Dennis Rodman. If your antics get eyes on the product, I'm okay with it. But I'm not going to say they're equal. Fuck no, they're not equal. But I guarantee you who's the second best star, it is Angel Reese. You want to say who's the next best star? It is Angel Reese. I'm talking about
I don't think so.
I'm not talking about player. I'm not talking about player. I'm talking about star. Who do they talk about more? They don't even talk about Angel Wilson like they used to. They talk about Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese.
Because that's where the beef is. That's where the beef is.
Magic Bird. The beef. White, black.
It's been manufactured, but
it's manufactured. Beef.
It is what it is because they didn't pit them people against each other since college, and
since she did this, did this and pointed at that finger, manufactured.
It's man. I don't like it for her, but
if Iowa would have won, we would not be talking about Angel Reese right now. Because
you're right.
A black team, a predominantly black team, kicked the shit out of a white team. It's why we're hearing this right now. Because America's sweetheart got her ass whooped. It wasn't just a close game. No, Angel Reese and the team whipped that ass. It wasn't even close.
Yeah, but it was more the team than it was Angel Reese.
It don't matter. Angel Reese was named the most outstanding player of the tournament. So it was Angel Reese. Angel Reese. And she was David Ruffin. The rest of the team was the Temptations. That's what it was.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
And you gotta think about that. Nobody
That's
checking
funny.
for nobody else on that team. Flo J, nobody checking for her no more. Nobody checking for nobody else that won that championship. Clayton Clark, can you name another person on her team? That's another David Ruffin in the Temptations. Definitely nobody trying to see the rest of the Iowa team.
To me,
know,
the Iowa team was all.
I got a problem with that. Is like that the Clark is getting the attention of on LeBron James. Like she's the star, but she cried for every foul. She look at the ref and she talks shit too.
Oh, who does that sound like? Who does that sound like? It sounds like himself. She wish he could shoot like Caitlin Clark, probably. If he could shoot like Caitlin Clark, he really wouldn't catch that record.
No,
but the thing is this. If you look at it in let's go boxing terms, one of the biggest fights ever was Chuck Wepner versus Muhammad Ali. With Rocky was fucking based off of. Everybody knew Ali was gonna kill that boy. But you know why they did it? Because it was white versus black. The Great White Hype is my favorite movie. It's a comedy movie. They knew that Damon Wayans' character was gonna kill that white boy, but they still make millions off it. As long as there's a racial divide in this nation, white versus black is gonna always sell tickets. Always. Because you know why? The black people want to show that, hey, we still dominant in basketball. The white people want to say, hey, we got one.
They waiting for it. They waiting for their hope.
They waiting on the next Larry Bird. Why do you think the Celtics fans are so obnoxious? Because when they had Larry Bird, nobody could touch that white boy.
Couldn't tell people nothing up there.
But when Magic beat the Celtics, oh my God, we was all kind of N-words.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Them
you right. You right about that.
Them effing niggers. They beat Larry Bird.
Bill Russell. Bill Russell gave them people double-digit championships, and they still up in there racking this man's house, raking his man, spray painting N-words, burning stuff in front of his front lawn. Like, damn.
I'm just gonna tell you, Jay, as long as there's a racial divide, if you want to sell anything, go black versus white. You will sell out anything. They only want to see Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. That's why they didn't sell out in Chicago. Like, man, Caitlin ain't there, man. I ain't trying to see this shit. I want to see them beef. Then what? I guarantee you the next game, they're gonna be like, it's gonna be back in the United Center, or we get to see them beef.
Oh, it'll be in the United Center. It did not there, but they're not the only team that switches the venue.
Yeah.
For when she comes into town.
Because you know why? I give white people this. They get behind Caitlin Clark like no other.
They get behind, yeah, you're right. White people do get behind her more than they get behind a lot of other players in this league.
Yeah. Yeah. Caitlin Clark hasn't done shit. She has never won a championship in no fucking, and not even Little League, I don't think. She hadn't won that in high school. She didn't win nothing in college. She ain't win nothing in the pros yet. At least Angel Reese won a championship in the Unrivaled League, and she won one in high school. She won 3 in high school and 1 in college. You want to see who the most accomplished player is? Angel Reese. But most people don't want to look at it that way. Caitlin Clark is like Jimmy Butler. Never won shit. But can play. We like it. I'm like, will we talk about Stephen Curry like that if he never won shit?
Nope.
We ain't start talking about
he would still be considered the best shooter ever.
Yeah, but we wouldn't be like Wardell. We wouldn't be like, nope, that's Steph. He's Chef. He'll just be, that was Dale's son. Dale's son can shoot. But if he never won, that's when he became the chef when they won. He didn't have that much hype as she did. And to me, she's not even probably the best shooter in women's basketball. There's other women that shoot the ball better than her. But she's the hype train. And you got to ride the hype train until it falls off. Same with Angel Reese. You got to
They need to ride it, because if not, the WNBA is not going to be here for too much longer.
Yeah.
So you might as well ride that train.
You got to ride the train, and like we said before, women have to get on that train.
Yes,
because it's not for men to do. This is
we support our league. They need to support their league.
It's not for us to do. So when other women jump on that train, and not just for racial reasons, to really get on that train to watch, that's when the WNBA is going to blow up. Because women are better consumers than men. Because all women do is spend money. If you're married, you know this.
Definitely that.
If you're married, you know this. You ask me who spend more money, my wife or me. I will tell you without batting the eyelash, my wife.
But she spends more money, but you buy more expensive shit.
Basically, the bills and like equipment and shit. Yeah, but she spends more money on, like, let's say you need merchandise sales, right? Who's more likely to buy some clothing or merch, men or women?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I get what y'all saying on that part, but honestly, it can't be just the women, because okay, we just finished saying the phrase "sex sells," and I'm not, trying to be disgusting or be a pig about it.
Yeah, I got it.
But at the same time, if you want to, you're gonna need both genders. You need the women to buy into it, and you got to have the men. You got to tease their fantasies a little bit. I'm not saying make the uniform scantily clad, but at the same time, when women look at men's sports, look at football, they be looking at them in they tights or whatever, this, that, and the third. Say, man, like, you gonna do something. Again, I'm not trying to say it that way, but you got to do something with the uniforms that be like, you know what?
Well,
that's worth watching.
Angel Reese does it. She wear she basically got drawers on out there. She roll them shorts up too high.
Right.
So high.
And she got her little leg piece. And I mean, okay, cool. That's something that plays on men fantasy. So,
not when you got, I'm sorry, I don't want to be offending anybody, but not when you got lesbians, mainly lesbians out there. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them.
They dollars earned too, right?
I don't want to see. I don't want to see a big old power forward looking like me out there wearing scantily clad stuff. No. We need to make certain uniform things by your orientation.
you just got canceled. You just got canceled.
I don't care if you like women. You need to fucking wear big baggy shorts like the men. If you're a woman out there that like men, then you can wear the tight shorts like that. I'm sorry. I'm not about to watch somebody who look like fucking Bootsy out there wearing some high shorts. I'm not about to do that, man. I'm not about to do that. And you got another one like Manny Fresh out there. I'm not about to do that. We're not about to do
that. He said Manny Fresh. There are a couple that look like Manny Fresh.
I'm tell you, we're not about to do that, man. I don't want to see. I'm like that. I don't think that would work. I said they should be able to choose their short length. to choose. I said that's what I said. I don't want to come off as offensive, but I don't think that would work for somebody looking like Bootsy, wearing dreads hanging all the way down here, talking about good game, dog, with their shorts way up here, man. I got time for it.
It's funny because you want to say Brittany Griner, but you don't want to say it.
No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say
it. Even BG, she has her moments, but she's so all over the place. Like,
bro, she sounds like Shaq, and I'm good.
I'm not even talking about how she sounds, man. Like right now, that girl a dog, man. Like.
I just laugh at the some of the things that she says that she honestly think that she could take on. Who was that dude? In a game and beat him.
man, she
Bruh,
smoking dope. She
that
smoking dope.
girl was tripping on that one. Like she really, man, that's the stuff she was taking when she got caught up in Russian.
I think so.
That girl said beating some boogie cousins. Say, baby, nah.
But we gotta wrap it up. I gotta go head on up, man. But I like the show. I like how it's going. Man, shout outs, man. I know you didn't get your shout outs in. Get your shout outs in for me.
Oh man, it's been a while, man. I haven't been on the show in about a month. My God.
2 months, but we ain't counting.
But but first of all, let's get this one out the way. Go, Menace. It's your birthday. Go party like it's your birthday. Come on, bro. About to celebrate the big 4-0, right?
Facts.
Coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, 40 already.
Yes, indeed.
40 already, man. These grades don't lie.
June Gemini is still in our season, baby. Let's go.
Well, I'm gonna cancel. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cancel.
Wait.
June 22nd, start first day. I'm about to say, I was with you till you said June Gemini. I'm like, I'm gonna cancel.
Well, our season has come, but go ahead. It's still June. I'm gonna still shout out all the birthdays for June.
The new zodiac, I'm a Gemini. I give you that.
And the anniversary of the show. So the show going on 5 years now. 5 years in the game, man.
1, 2,
Come on,
3,
we
4.
about to leave. We all on one hand now. 5 times. 5 times.
1, 2,
Y'all
3,
keep
4.
tuning in. Keep making us better. Keep feeding the algorithm. Keep tuning in. Keep commenting. Like, make the show keep going, man, because this is really a great product, man. And I would love for. I'm loving being a part of the journey. I hope that we do continue doing this for as long as we can do it.
Got that. Got my
vote. Man, June has been a crazy month. Again, shout out to the birthdays that's been out there. Shout out to all fathers that's celebrated. My pop, my dad, my uncles, men in general, people that's taking care of nieces, people just coming up in young people's lives and molding their lives, being impactful, because studies have shown that men are genuinely interested in their children nowadays versus the generation where they came up. So we're taking those steps in the right direction. I want to give men their flowers because there's no way that the ladies get the number 2 holiday celebrated in the world, and fellas, we up here celebrating
21st, 18? We 18? I thought it was 21st.
Something like that. Like, come on, man. Like, we're literally just a month after. How do y'all get that's like trash?
Yo, it's like Halloween over us.
Like, damn,
bro.
Like,
Arbor Day is over us. I don't even know what the fuck Arbor Day is.
What? Come on,
Arbor Day is the tree holiday.
Like, damn, bro. We're literally just a month after.
The fucking trees.
We celebrating everything else.
The fucking trees.
God, come on, bro. Yo, messing all over the fellas.
Come on, man. Come on, females. Y'all gotta do better, man. This ain't y'all day either.
Like,
I don't want to hear that. It's Father's Day for me too. I don't want to hear that shit.
They shout outs, man, because fellas need love too. June being men's mental awareness month. Come on, man. Fellas, stand up and be counted for, bro. Like, don't let none take away from your shine, bro. Y'all stand up and be counted for together, man. And always it is a genuine pleasure being together with the commission, man. Us as a whole, the individuals that, doing bigger and better things now. Like, you're always a part of the family. You never get rid of your family. You just say, see you later. So overall, especially for celebrating 5 years in the game, kind of want to make sure that I bring you guys out for the shout outs as well. And thank you for accepting me back after the time that I've been away.
No problem.
It's been so long.
No problem.
Being in front of camera. So yeah, I got a little ring rust, but back into it. Yeah, I'm proud to be a part of the journey.
All right. Anybody else? Jay?
I was waiting to see if Anthony was going to go, but I'll go. Shout you guys out. Happy birthday, Mr. Mo. You know what I'm saying? Definitely have many, many more. Happy anniversary to the podcast. 5 years strong, and hopefully we could do it 5, 10, 15 more years. You know what I'm saying? Or for as long as, let's say God permits that we'll be able to do it. Shout out you guys in a whole as the commission. Shout out to the wrestling show, and shout out to all that contributed. Nasty, Lala, that's contributed into the last 5 years. And, like Eric said, this is male mental health month. So, like always, if anybody has a situation or a problem and would like, somebody to talk to, I know that we'd be more than happy to talk to you, whether it be on the show or whether it be, on the side. So, that's something that, we take very much a lot of pride in. So that's something that, we offer as a collective. And that's pretty much what I got to say.
All right. Andy?
I like to shout out to everybody here. I've been going for like I don't know how long. I'm back now, and I like to start drama every day. I come in here.
Clearly.
Yeah, we sneak.
Yeah,
wanna be hater.
And a shout out
to my PC Defenders won the championship.
They did.
Many more to come.
You lucky I'm a Defenders fan. You fucking lucky. I can't hate on that.
And I would say this year in fantasy, I will be in charge of the trophy this time.
Oh, Anthony threw down the gauntlet.
Yeah, okay.
Andy said it's his turn now.
I heard that last year.
Ooh, I ain't say that. I
heard that last year. I heard that from you. Well, not you. I heard that from Smoke Psychology.
Yeah, it wasn't me though. Yeah, it wasn't me.
Come at the throne, man. If you come at the king, you better not miss. That's all I gotta tell you. And I already know I ain't gonna be able to get my same triplets because somebody gonna hate on me. So I could shout out to the greatest team ever assembled. So that always happens. So I gotta look around and get new.
I was gonna say, hell no, this year we making sure that doesn't happen again.
Getting them triplets?
You might get 2 or maybe 2 of them if you're lucky.
Don't tempt me to pick them with the first 3 picks. Don't fucking tempt me.
It'll be like that too.
Don't tempt me to fucking make sure I pick one of them in my first 3 picks.
You know what?
That's fine. Don't tempt me as long as I get Joey B. I don't care.
I'm gonna give Motor a wide open run. I guarantee you, I'm not touching not one of them players. There's at least one person that's not touching them.
I put it this way: I never picked the same team twice, so I gave you the formula to win. Somebody gonna always steal a formula. I already know. I can't count on somebody picking all Raiders teams. I mean,
yeah, this year I don't think they're gonna do that.
Nah, yeah.
What the fuck was that?
You contact us.
Oh yeah,
you contact us, Mark, to see if they're gonna play with us again.
Yeah, I'll contact them. All I gotta do is resend the email. They'll join it. The league's still up. I just gotta resend it. But man, shout out to y'all fellas for helping me with the podcast and wishing me happy birthday. I appreciate that. Man, 5 years, like I said, a journey. Didn't think I would last as long, but we lasted, and we good surviving and thriving. And speaking of thriving, we international, bitch. We international. We got somebody coming from London on the show Thursday. We're gonna start the show early, so don't look for us at 7:30. Look for us 6 my time, 7 Eastern. So 6 Central, 7 Eastern. because we got to make accommodation for the guy in London because that would be like 1 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning if we start my time. So that'd be ridiculous to have somebody be on a podcast 1:30 in the morning to probably 2 or 3. So
no, I think it's 5-hour difference, right?
Yeah, it'd be like 1:30 or 2 in the morning, man. If we start at our regular time, that ain't fair. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So the dude Pablo Cruz is coming on. He's a wrestler in England, and we will talk with him. And I appreciate everybody who came on the podcast, talked on the podcast, and gave comments, likes, stars. I appreciate everything y'all done for us. And here's to 5 more years, to 10 more years, 100 years. I don't care. After I'm gone, I hope Venom and Smoke is still here. So, man, for your host, Mo Young, you got Doc Eric, you got the Honey Badger Anthony, and the Hater Jay. We'll see y'all later. Peace, and we are out of here.
Peace.
Peace out.
We run this podcast and shit. Venom and Smoke podcast.
Yep, I would be the chocolate Liam Neeson, bro. I'll be real with you. You call me that. You in my career. I got a special set of skills. I'm gonna call Pops up. Pops, load up the van. That's all.
Oh, God.
Pops, load up the van.
Black James Bond, Black Liam Neeson. Okay.
And then we know what Pops' answer gonna be. Where we driving to?
Where we going?
No questions.
Where we
He's
going?
not asking no questions. He's not about to ask. What we doing? Why we load up the van? Let's load up the van. Where we going? Who called me driver? The bloodline.
Go.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Izzy is watching baseball right now. The Mets must have.
Get Alonso, baby!
He must have did something great.
Get Alonso, 3-run homer! Yeah!
He was making a lot of Bullet Club references a month ago, so you might get Bullet Club versus Bloodline, and it will be horrendous. I mean, you got all the members of the Bullet Club minus Omega and the Young Bucks. That meant the guy. All right, Doc, you should have a pick by now, Doc.
He ain't going with fucking the Packers. Come on, man.
No, it's not sleep or meditate. You all right?
He sleep.
Doc.
No,
Doc.
He sleep. He sleep.
Doc.
he put his hood on so he could look like Darth Vader.
He sleep.
Quick fucking statement. And yes, the Giants ownership is absolute trash. Them motherfuckers have, you know how many times they've been to the fucking playoffs since their last Super Bowl win?
Jesus Christ. I don't know.
0?
1, 0, twice. I mean, twice.
Twice. The year Plasko shot himself in the fucking leg, and the other one when they beat the fucking Vikings in the playoffs. It is a disgrace. It's disgusting. It fucking sucks. It's horrible. It should not happen. This is one of the great franchises in sports, and you're relegating me to watch this shit? Do you think I want to watch fucking Thursday? Mrs. B, do I want to watch the game on Thursday? Hell no! Hell no!
She ain't letting you watch that game on Thursday.
That Thanksgiving game should be moved. Nobody wants to see Tommy DeVito versus fucking Cooper Rush.
Do you think I want to eat my fucking turkey? I want to watch that garbage? I'd rather watch It's a Wonderful Life. I'd rather watch that Charlie Brown Christmas. They fucking suck. They suck. Fuck. Fuck. I'm done.
Somebody TV or that's Doc TV?
My TV's off.
I don't have a TV on.
Hey, mine.
That's Doc. Doc sleep.
Busted.
Yeah!
Yo, I think we got that one.
There you go. There you go.
Were you
It's moving.
sleeping?
It's moving.
Oh yeah, he's sleeping.
Moving.
Boy,
We gonna put that
boy, done. I told y'all I didn't
one
have my leftovers, so now it hit you, boy. Now